Absolutely chaos in here tonight. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in the studio. Welcome to the URL. Welcome to the URL show, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 guests in the show tonight. As soon as the theme tune has done, we can get onto the show. But I would like to welcome the Sour Alien, Tim Jenkins, to the show. We're popping somebody's cherry tonight. Get in!
Watch this man be quiet.
Yeah, the entire night. And you all know the lovely Jimmy Scavenger. This man will be giving you awesome producer advice today. And we've also got Carly over there, which is taking pictures, and Lindsay, who you will see in 5 minutes. Woo! So yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. At the moment, Professor Dick to Beat, Gen S, DJ FX All, Morgan Juniper, Maudio, EML Sound, Synth Texture, Movement 81, Phillips in the building, Cy Murphy, Benjamin LaQuinta Sorensen, Morgan Juniper. Oh, there's a lot of people in the building already. Welcome to the show. And like I say, it's an absolute pleasure to have somebody who is long-time URL submitter, long-time URL clownarmy person. Clown, yeah, that'll do it. And I think that's all we're going to get out of him this evening.
Yeah, he hasn't shut up since I got here.
Yeah, literally, and now this is the most quiet he's ever been. But yeah, I want to welcome Tim to the show. Again, this is his first appearance on the show, so make him very, very welcome. And
be nice.
Yeah, be nice. And if you have any questions for him, please let me know, and we will get those questions to you. But we need to get him to make some noise first.
It was good skate earlier, wasn't it, Mark?
Tim's riding around like a pro, and I fucked my leg up just pushing myself around. You would not believe how painful this is right now. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm walking up and down stairs. It's absolutely awful. But you should have seen the look on Tim's face as he was skating around these bikes. The dude was just like pig and pooper. Honestly, he was like, oh! He was like, and I bust my leg, and he was like, can I have another 5 minutes? I'm like, mate, you can stay here as long as you like. I'm just going to sit down right now.
Bristol's cool. I like Bristol.
That's excellent. That's really excellent cool. Here. Well, I'm hoping, Tim, that you're going to be back. Yeah, apart from the traffic. Right, well, that is the introductions out of the way. You know Jim, you know Lindsay, you now know Tim. Let's get on with the first track in the thread. And the first track in the thread today is coming from Tim Miller. Took a while, but we got there.
It's Tim, Jim, James.
Yeah. A lot of Tims and Jims this evening.
Not get a level on the desk for this anymore then.
No.
That's good.
Yeah. My levels are all there now.
Ah. Is that going in on a separate input?
Yes.
Oh
yeah. The problem is it picks up if we're all quiet for a second. That's how much of the music it picks up. But it doesn't seem to bother anybody out there in the land of listening. I've asked and nobody seems to care. So let's just raise it in the Okay, so Random Axe and Space Acid, I'm guessing that is. Track Short Buzz, Arjang Space Mix 69. Oh, it's 4 minutes long as well, it's not an 8-minute banger. Oh, actually, I haven't even sorted out any of the fucking decent lights. I won't bother with that one. We will try and turn that one on. This is how unorganised I am today.
Oh, we've got plenty of time, guys. We've got plenty of time, folks. No hurries. And then you get in and it's still doing stuff 10 minutes into the show.
Ow! Yeah, I broke my leg. I know, you all said it and I didn't believe you and it happened.
How old are you, Mark?
46 in a couple of months.
Mind you, Tim, how old are you?
47.
Bloody hell, okay, fair enough, I'll take that back.
Yeah, I did say that we'd be the babies of the group once Jim gets in it.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I wouldn't want to fall off a skateboard, not in the last sort of 7 or 8 years, no, definitely not.
Get used to it.
Yeah. You say this.
Yeah, you say that. You didn't see me do that header down the stairs at Blue Mountain.
I didn't see it, but I saw the after
You wouldn't want to
effects.
see me on a skateboard if you'd seen that. If that's what I could do on a set of steps, then...
Scary. Sounds like Hawkwinds. I knew you were going to say that. I might be able to get you a mic.
Yeah.
Lynch, do you want a microphone?
Bring the drums.
Yeah, give Lynn some microphone. Yeah, very good point. Yeah.
Honestly, everything she said there was absolutely right. It sounds like Hawkwind. What was it you said? Wobbly synths. And a howling guitar. Forwards like this. Yeah. Very Hawkwind. And music is all about being in its place. And, you know, if you're off your head on acid at a concert, this would be great. Like, absolutely great.
Well, for most people. See, like, yeah.
Apparently,
So I was always the lecky head. This was all too fluffy for me, you know. It's like I like Poisoned Electric Head and yeah. I used to go to Osric Tentacles and Hawkwind gigs to try and find out new support bands. That's where I found out about Dr. Phibes and the House of Wax Equations. It's where I found Poisoned Electric Head. The first time I ever saw what they called the duo, British, really famous, Dreadzone. First time I ever saw them was with with Osric Tentacles.
Yeah. So yes, right up my street.
Lindsay liked it. Go on then.
It's a bit widdly diddly for me.
Noodly.
A little bit widdly diddly for me. Maybe a lead.
Yep.
I'll tell you what's important with this.
I mean, it's all sits right. Sorry.
No,
all
you're
sits right.
exactly
The
right.
bottom end's nice. It's got that full bottom end.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
a little
together.
bit widdly diddly.
Yeah, no, I get that totally.
What I will say is, if you listen to any space rock or you listen to any sci rock, the one thing it all has in common is they will all use lots of separate parts in one song. So, and you will always have timing changes. You will have little tricks and things because it's good to make a nice spacey sound that goes like that. But you've also got to twist people so that not just so they're getting thrown in other ways as well. So that's kind of okay as like a little jam, but. Like for myself, if I'm listening to any space rock or anything, it's the composition that I'm really enjoying, the clever rhythmical tricks and stuff.
Listen to what Jim's saying here, Tim,
but it keeps
and
the interest going. Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to hear some of that, but
structured,
much more constructed.
Yeah.
Not even structured, but they do construct those tracks.
Go on. Hold on, wait.
Right, absolutely perfect. It for a middle bit of the song, as Jim said. I would like to hear some, what do they call it? Chug guitar. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? With some repetitive lyrics.
Yeah.
But then I'm just making it sound even more like Hawkwind. Do you know what I mean? But with I
don't know, when you start adding in the chug again,
the chug
electric head,
because then it's like, do you know what I mean? Chug. And then that in the middle, and then back to the sort of chuggy bits, and then perhaps a little guitar solo at the end. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is it's really nice as it is, but it sounds like the middle of a Hawkwind set.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the middle of a Hawkwind track, because some of their tracks are like that all the way through. Yeah. But it sounds like the middle of a Hawkwind set, and there would have been a chunky something, there would have been more lyrics. Do you know what I mean? There probably would have been some dancers and some flame eaters and all that sort of crap, but that's Hawkwind for you. Right, back to Mark.
Well, I'm loving the vibe of the show so far. Okay, so up next is Ronald Begin, DJ Flexible with a bit of techno. And take what Lindsay or literally what Tim's saying and what Jim's saying and what Lindsay's saying. Basically, Tim's saying the sound is there, the sound is on point.
Yeah,
it's a little bit noodly, and then Jim backed it up by saying it's little
like for it to be like a complete song. Like little parts need to come back on themselves, but have more emphasis or something different attached to it, rather than just a progressive noodle all the way through. That's all I'd say.
Yeah. Don't get out my coffee, mate.
Liking that sloppy, lazy groove on this.
Behind the... swinging it.
Okay, so DJ Flexible writes some really, really nice techno, but in the past there's been a lot of mud in his mixes. So hopefully tonight, maybe this one isn't going to be quite as muddy. Mr. Wiggly's just popped in and says, hooray, I made it. Hello to my favourite show of the week. Thank you very much, Mr. Wiggly. And me for you as well, mate. The URL admin cruise that you had in over last weekend, awesome.
I've got some catching up to do there. It's Dominic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got some catching up to do there, Dominic. I wanted to watch the one with Eric, but I need to be in the right. I need to be able to actually hear it. The site's been really noisy the last few days.
Somebody give me some feedback on the sound, pretty please. No, there isn't.
No.
Beautiful. Let's get one of those as well.
Yeah, liking that rhythmic.
Like I say, Ron does some good stuff, but the problem is he had a lot of mud in it before, but now I can't hear any mud at all.
Yeah, that sounds really quite nice. I suspect that we're not getting the sub of that.
I can give you a little bit more volume in the room for a couple of minutes. It does kind of feel like the sub's missing.
Yeah, I'd want to give that kick a little bit.
More sub to it, yeah.
Sometimes hard to tell if the speakers only go down to 40 hertz, you see, so if they've got a nice 30 hertz sub underneath, you're not really going to feel it that much on these.
Oh, I missed that one. Jim's a wealth of
These are my old speakers.
yeah.
I believe these ones say on the back, or you can look on the website and it'll tell you the frequency range.
No, down at that level, it's about feeling it anyway, isn't it? Right now. But can you feel them?
What have you got? Even the little Warford Diamond series are lovely. They're not expensive, but they are lovely listening speakers. I've heard them, yeah. Northern Shorts.
Give me a minute
Lovely.
and I'll show you what you need to
Any of their old stuff, I'm not keen on the newer stuff. I think it sounds like the Void Air systems. It's kind of, it's like the sound's going through you and you hear it. You know what I mean, like those big Void Air rigs. I'm not keen on the mid-range and top that comes off of them. It is airy. There's no impact to it, and yeah, I find the new Northern Short speakers, they had them in richer sounds in Bath, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, so Mao is saying the mix is a little bit muddy. I'm not sure it's muddy, I just think it lacks a little bit of bottom end.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like bleed over between sounds and stuff, but they're all in the same sort of frequency range, and I get the feeling it's deliberate.
Yeah, I don't.
But I've got nice hi-hats and rhythmic stuff cutting over the top of it. I can still hear the air noises from those cinematic sounds and the whooshings.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's
actually hear
muddy.
everything that's going on in there. I think the bottom end needs some work.
Yeah. Just
the
the
bass and the kick aren't very well separated, so again you've got things going on and you're not getting away with it so well as you are with the mid-range there. So you could be a bit more careful with your bass. And it's really dependent, like you might get away with 3 or 4 layers of bass all in the same place if you've got like a really, really expensive pair of speakers. But on your average house stereo, that's just going to sound like dirt.
Yeah, see, Professor Dictaby saying the same. Sounds muddy here too. I'm not picking up the mud, if I'm honest. I think what Jim's saying is right. You got a little bit of bleed over, but no mud as such.
I think the attack on the kick's not that obvious, is it? Maybe that's what people are saying, is the attack on the kick is not that.
What I've got going on is a slight lack of impact.
Yes.
Rather than it actually being mud there.
Oh my god, I love it when there are other people in the studio. Jesus Christ. Honestly, finding something to talk about for 3.5 hours about each track is fucking hard as fuck, especially when you like techno. Somebody else in the building? Oh my god. Oh, it takes the pressure off.
Yeah, I think it's just the attack on the kick needs to be sharpened up a bit, give it a bit more punch on the front end.
Quite often, like people are trying to make these big long kicks as well, and in a lot of tracks it's not going to work, especially if you've got other bass content in there. It's not going to work very well. What you want then, what you got to remember is a shorter sound with a harder attack and with a bit of top end in it is always going to cut through the mix.
Yeah.
So same if you've got a clap that's going. It's great until you fill your track up and then it just gets swallowed.
Yeah.
Take a bit of that reverb off, shorten it a little bit.
Yeah.
And put a compressor on it to bring out the attack, but not too much because obviously you'll kill your clap.
Okay.
What Jim said.
What? Yeah, literally what Jim said. Jim, honestly,
with that I might have used a shorter kick drum and then like added a swell from something else to it. But I'd have put a bit more of a distinct thud and click on that kick drum rather than just a whoa.
I think if you look at what Mr. Wiggly said, it sounds like it's got a double kick, and that's classic of when your attack is not sharp enough and your kick overbleeds with your bass. It kind of
Okay. So I think
if you want that sort of, it's better to make it out of two parts, really. You've always got to maintain that thud for your kick. Yeah. Otherwise, it won't cut through the mix like we just heard there. You either need a thud or a good click on it to cut through the mix. And if you cut both of those away and use just a flat, then it needs to have a tone to it. So with that being almost a sine wave, I think it's probably just a triangle wave, really, by the sound of it. It means there's nothing really to hear other than the actual bass presence of it. So yeah, it does.
I think you got a good track there. I'm going to give you a solid 8 on it. The groove was good, noise selection was good, but like we've been saying, I think you need a little bit more in the bass area and a little bit more attention to the kick, just to make it, just give it a little bit more presence.
Maybe have a look at some ways of sort of like sharpening your kicks up or getting that thud in there, because it's quite important with techno. People are expecting that good. Yeah,
that's very true.
Duff. Yeah. Even if you listen to like where they've used 808 kick drums, you're still going to get that nice bit of thud in there.
Okay, next up is Bloody DNB collab whip.
Share it.
Yeah, go for it. I think I've got one.
I don't know what I've done. I got it, Jim. It's okay, buddy.
Here we go.
Okay, a bit of drum and bass, which is great because the Weird Monkey loves a bit of drum and bass, and so does the Sour Alien. And actually, so does Lindsay. She was a drum and bass girl before she was a techno head. So, and it was Hawkwind before that. Again, Vladdy is someone who popped over from the Hardware Jams crew, and we're very accepting of the Hardware Jams crew here. Hey Russ, how's it going? I've seen you for a while.
So this is a live thing, is it?
No, I'm guessing this has been done in a DAW. Like I imagine it's been sampled from this, but I'm guessing it's been done in a DAW because there's no actual video to it. Yeah. I would have thought. Yellow says tuning in for Jim's knowledge and the usual bands. Well, you wait until Lindsay gets over here and there'll be lots and lots of bands. She'll be painting pictures of music. And we love you for it, Linz, don't worry. VK says, oi oi, dog located, time for the URL.
Hey!
Did you lose the dog?
Huh? Where did you lose it?
Dog located.
Oh, you mean back up at mine?
Yeah.
Upstairs. No, we're posh, we've got upstairs and downstairs country piles. Not the sort that you have hanging out your acca either. Been a bit spoiled for drum and bass recently, so a friend of mine, Pete Dawson, aka The Dark Matter, has got together with a friend of his and they've started a collab off called Convulsive Therapy. Check them out on Bandcamp if you like your drum and bass and you like it proper intricate. It's huge stuff.
What's the intricacy on, Jim? Is it on the drums or is it on
It's on everything. It's like, it's just on everything. It's like, just really well put together. The production is absolutely insane.
This is good. I mean,
It's got me tapping along.
Yeah, the bass and the drums are brilliant.
I'm not too keen on
the mid-stab side, maybe like use a bit more effects, filtering and more variations on the patterns and stuff, but it all sits really, really well.
Well, the drums and the bass, they sound kind of like underground and gritty and dirty.
That size jazzy.
You've got that clean sort of
jazzy sound over the top of it. Kind of grates a little bit.
And again, structure, I think with this, like we're going from those two different bass lines, but it's all just kind of like back to back with no sort of break, not much in the way of breaks or sort of construction in there. And
it does say work in
especially with drum and bass, it's like really sort of almost traditional now. Like every 4 bars you have a little drop that you carry on going, switch up every 16 or 32 bars, have it in chunks like that. But you do need some kind of breakdown, even if it's only short. I love these, like a lot of the new jump up drum and bass, they do, like where they used to have these big long breakdowns in them, they're doing all the big build up and then they're doing the breakdown and then it just goes fuck that, bang, straight back in again. So I really like it. I watched DJ Hazard at Bolter Festival, and I would have said I'm not a jump up fan, but
in the right environment with the right drugs.
Me and VK will tell you it was a bit special.
I could definitely listen to that.
A little bit more in the structure department, like Jim says. I think.
Well, just look at the facts.
But it does say work in progress as well, you know. So fair play.
Can I say something blasphemous?
Go.
I'd like to hear a little tinkle on a piano, sort of halfway through.
Yeah, Lindsay wants to hear a piano in there. I can feel that as well.
Just a little riff.
Nothing wrong with pianos.
No.
That's it. Just, quite high up in the register.
High up, Omni Trio-esque
But
type.
nobody's allowed to do an Adamski anymore. No more happy hardcore. But there's nothing actually wrong with pianos.
Yes, yeah. The dark gritty drums and the bass against the jazzy sort of stabs and with a little bit of piano over it would have really, really worked.
First rising bass line came in, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Straight off. That's a really nice bass line, that one.
Yeah, the groove's there, the sound selection is there. If those stabs a little bit, Again, another solid 8, I think. Are you sticking numbers to them?
I don't really do numbers, to be honest.
That's fine. Neither does Jim. Neither does. It's only me.
All I can say is I'd listen to it.
Yeah.
I'd listen to it in the car.
Would you put
if
it in
came
a
on
set?
in the car, would I put it in a set? In the right time, in the summer, outside.
I think
few
that's
drinks.
the best compliment you can give to somebody is I'd put that in a set that I was mixing.
Bit of work on the mids, but yeah.
It would be an afternoon set.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more jazzy.
Something else as well.
Go.
You know that lovely rising bass line?
Yeah.
That sort of, with the sort of very sort of smooth attack.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a bit of wobble on it.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Time. But do you know what I mean? Sort of just a sort of vary.
But variations, lots and lots of variations, and that's the trick with drum and bass. It really is.
Yeah, just
rather
as you
than
say, it's
adding
just the
anything,
odd-
just putting in little variations and little breaks at the end of each, either one or either. I mean, I literally do sometimes go through tracks and put slightly different bits in at the end of each bar, just because why not?
It does. Morgan says, nice work in progress. Look forward to hearing the finished version. Is anything ever finished? No.
Yeah.
Well, for you, maybe.
Honestly, it is. It's when I'm bored of making it.
Here's the piano we wanted in the last track.
That's pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah. The first time I sit back and go, yeah, I like that to it. That's usually it. If I can listen through something once without wanting to jump up and smash the computer screen in or turn the stereo off, then I think that's it. Yeah.
I want a massive kick to come in right now, and it's Faddy's track, and we're never gonna get it. Oh, good word. Linz, just host the show, please. Just host the show.
We were just saying we like a bit of piano. This is lush. Fermez la bouche.
Are there any French-speaking people on, and what is the word for ears? Stefanati, where are you when we need you? Bumming Eric, we know.
Well, at least someone's getting some.
Press Beat says, nice piano line, be a shame if somebody ruined it with a loud kick. Okay, so that is all we're getting from Paddy.
Mando says it's easy. It's is.
Oh, but okay, so myself, I don't even know where I'd listen to that. That's movie soundtrack for me.
Yes.
I'd stick it in the middle of one of my chilled playlists, in amongst a load of plaid and quartet and stuff.
It is an interlude.
Yeah, interlude.
A pleasant, evocative interlude.
Melancholy.
Sounded lovely. I just wanted to stick a kick on it.
Is that real guitar? Real piano?
I would have thought so. Or no, I don't know. Faddy works a lot with computers and stuff, so probably.
It's a very nice sampler if it is.
How did you feel about it?
It's a nice piano. Can I sample it?
Yeah.
Faddy, make those stems available to us, and we'll all put a kick drum behind it, and then maybe that should be one of the URL challenges. A remix of Faddy track. I like this.
I'll turn it into a Strange Corners type thing.
Happy for that. You'll turn it into a drum and bass thing. I'll turn it into a techno thing.
Not necessarily drum and bass. But yeah, probably.
Okay, so Faddy, I don't know how to put a score on that one. It was lovely. It was
Very nice.
Felt
Very
like an
enjoyable.
interlude. Yeah. Very complimentary
nice
about
to see
it.
something with some not a sausage,
Dynamics.
some dynamics. on
Yeah,
there as well,
absolutely,
yeah.
100%. I totally agree with you. Oh! Before we go any further, let me just pop this link in here. Apparently, the nice man Jimmy Scavenger has bought some gifts. So apparently, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 CDs from the Jimmy Scavengers camp to give away. Okay.
Right, now these are stuff from sort of 97 to 2005 or somewhere thereabouts, because
Old.
these here were my final major project at college.
Wow.
So that I could get a teaching job.
Wow.
The reason I did that course. So these here are actually my final major project. These two here are like CDs that I used to put up for sale in FOP record shops and stuff like that in Bath back in 2000 and 2001.
Mixes or...
No, they're not mixed. They've just got a whole bunch of tracks. That one's progressive and that one's sort of techno-ish.
Okay.
Right.
These are mostly techno?
This here is like a mixture of live recorded stuff, dub. Had a bit of techno, and there's a live jam on there. Because for my college project, I had to use recordings that I'd recorded myself. I had to do a live track. There was all sorts of specifications for having to do it. So, yeah, 7 tracks on there.
Okay, so we have 9 to give away, and not all of them are exactly the same. So we have 9 to give away, and apparently the first 9 people to buy me a coffee at £3 gets one of these. I've put the link up there. I'll try and tell you when 9 people have bought a coffee, so that nobody's buying coffees for no reason and gets pissy with me.
Randomly, I believe.
Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of stuff to send out recently, so I will get on that. So yeah, buy me a coffee link is there, and the Scavenger has bought stuff, goodies in for you to have. Like I say, I love when people come into the studio, more so when they bring gifts.
And some of this, I don't even know what's on it.
Wow.
Which is really good.
So, Weird Monkey, is it Weird Monkey or Scavenger?
Well, it was kind of interchangeable back then.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept doing stuff as Weird Monkey, and then it'd bleed over, and I'd end up doing techno on it as well. But Weird Monkey had more of an image, so that's why I used it for the promo stuff a lot.
Okay, so yeah. This is loud as fuck.
Swanky as fuck.
This is Nazmaz, See-Through, Nasty Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Yeah. I like doing it in the middle of mixes, just for fun. Well, why do they give you quarter beat mixing on things if you're not meant to use it?
It's not where I expected it to go. Wow, it seems like everybody has answered the call for breakbeaty kind of tracks tonight, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's good, because I bought a load of techno with it.
Oh, we should have played one of yours actually. It's appreciation time, isn't it?
Oh, you actually have time for like appreciation time?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
8 o'clock is
organisation
appreciation
here
time.
tonight.
I know, right?
This is stunning.
1, 2, 3 or 4.
I'm actually shocked.
Complex 1, 2, 3 or keep on top.
Right,
Keep it.
Complex 1 you've heard, but you might want to remind us. So basically what we've got here is a free track EP that I've done for that's going to be coming out later this year on Urban Chaos Records. Digital only, and it's going to be like, you know, Beatport and that shit. But you can go to Juno, download and get it, which ain't too bad. If you're a Beatport hater like me. And I brought in a new track that I've just done that has been sent to Benji303 for Alliance Digital, and it's hopefully going to have a whole bunch of remixes done of it. I really like this. Right. It kind of reminds me of early Plaid. There's loads in there, you know.
Certainly interesting.
But there's loads in there, you know. There's been a lot of.
Yeah.
Not all like directly. You could probably listen to it 5 or 6 times before you even get close to spotting all the different bits that are in there. I really like that. Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Cheers.
I'll pass it in a minute. Mario says, massive sound, good mix, 8.5.
The acid. I would definitely be tempted to have really given that. Grief I was about to say, then he did.
Is it missing some bass?
I don't know your speakers, so it's hard for me to say.
No, it's quite a common thing. I've just mastered an EP for Das Fury, and it's produced the same way. A distorted kick with the bass cut off, and then a big weltering bass noise. Loads of sub in it. And actually, Jack Magic has just done a new tune that's kind of the same. It's like the bass line is a lot louder than the kick, but the kick's got a lot of pop, so it still cuts through the mix. But it sounded wicked on the big rig. I really like this.
I just think a bit more bass in it, but other than that, I think it's a good, good wonky little track.
Is it not the upper mids are a little bit loud?
I'm sure this is mastered, so there's
Maybe.
room
The
for
upper
that.
mids just seem tiny little bit loud. Take them down on the bass.
Where it comes up a bit, yeah.
That's all I would say. It's a good track, really good track. I'm not.
It's funky as well, though. With that square 4/4 beat sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, I think that the volume delta between the upper mid noises and the drums is not quite right. The upper mids just seem a little bit loud, so it's not allowing the bass to come through. That's all. But
Yeah, no, actually, the drums could actually probably just come up in the mix a bit. To be honest.
maybe it's the drums then. I thought.
I would definitely up the snare, but that's personal taste again. You know, like if you really don't want to interfere with all your melodic and synth elements, the snare's a killer for that because it's got tone to it. You really want something to smack through and use a clap in that situation if you don't want it to bleed all over your synth noises. Good tip for you all there. Or use a snare with a really short tone and a snap.
Getting a bit relentless now.
Yeah.
I was going to give it an 8.5, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8. Tiny touch more bass in there, and a little bit to stop the ears getting fatigued. But as Lindsay said, as soon as the track came on, it's a very playful track, and she is right.
The thing is, you never play a whole drum and bass track anyway. No.
Yeah. So true.
You don't mix it out before the track.
But people get really pissy if I cut tracks early or skip through the fucking intro, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, you all gotta get back on board what the URL is about.
A 3-minute track.
Talking all over the track.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
If it's really busy, you might only get 2 minutes.
Yeah.
His show, his rules.
Yeah, no
Call
bitching.
someone a cunt at all times.
You're a towel.
What's happening here? What's happening? We need to get Ollie back as well. Yeah, just
He keeps threatening to come in. He keeps threatening to come in. He was like, "Oh, I'm up in Scotland next week. Can I come on the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can." And then he just never fucking showed up. It's like, "Well, I'm not fucking inviting you again, you cunt." But apparently he's got his own show on Wednesday now.
Yeah, he's going to do a podcast every Wednesday, but he's apparently he's going to mix like vinyl while he's doing it, and I'm like, yeah, let's see how many times he gets taken down within the first few minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my solid 8 on that one. Nice little playful track, a bit more bass and a tiny bit more structure so that the ears don't get fatigued. Tim?
Interesting to start with, interesting sounds, a little bit more structure, shorten it slightly.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
But good sounds, good
I
overall.
kind of quite like it how it is. Send it to me and I'll make it sound a bit fatter.
How much are you charging for your mix and master these days, Jim?
20 quid for a mix, for a master, 30 quid for mix downs.
There we go. So £50 all in.
Yeah,
£50 all in.
Will be changing next year because some of the mix down work I've done over the last sort of year or so has taken me a very long time.
Yeah, I saw
that I might have to start looking about charging for some of that by the hour.
Yeah, no, I get that,
It
Jim.
all
I really
depends
do.
how picky people are and like, you know, because I obviously want them to have it how they want it to sound. I ain't letterboxing for any record labels or anything like that.
Okay, so bit of Scavenger for your asses. This is the kind of standard that you can expect for a mix and a master off of Jim. Have these been mix and mastered?
Yeah.
Do you know it's the first time I've heard that speaker all night?
Yeah.
Right, so these are all
Got some panning on
built
it.
with complex in Reason. So these are all just multiple instances of complex. Every single sound synthesised from the ground up, apart from the sample that I run through it in this. And it's all triggered by running clocks. And then controlled with levels and actual stuff rather than actually being sequenced. Fucking nightmare.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I like the width. Straight away we've actually got some width on the...
Yeah. So I did another tune, 2 tunes to go with this one. So there's complex 1, 2 and 3. And that will be on Urban Chaos later this year and I can't wait for it to come out.
Loud, Jim.
Claps and hats out layers of noise with 2 different clocks that I've got set in an offset that I can swing between to change the timing on the hats. As you can hear.
Like, you do shit I don't even think about. You know?
You've got the stuff to do all this.
I know, and I don't.
Literally.
And I don't. You already getting a teaser? This is Jim's new 3-track EP coming out on...
Hopefully later this year.
Oh, okay. What label?
Urban Chaos Records.
That was Complex 1, this is Complex 2.
So give them an intro, give them a flick on, and then give them a bit of the banging bits. If you get what I mean.
We had these stools for about 3 years on the show. Honestly, it's not much fun.
So I have to get another walk round in a bit.
I've handed the show over to Lindsay in a minute.
Yeah, do it.
I'm serious as well. It's got a really old cluster sound to it. Techno from back in the day.
Kind of made that way. It's just machines running, literally. Badly drained loads of controls.
One says like this one, Mario says yes, Morgan Juniper says smashing stuff. Yeah, oldie, I love Cluster as well. Not got as many vinyls as I wish I had. They said to like, yeah, it's okay, tap my foot a little bit.
But this is properly purist techno, so yeah.
It really is. Magdio's loving this.
Cheers. I love his stuff, so you know.
Yeah. Mutual, right? Mutual.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is complex 3.
Did this one to annoy some people by sticking some trance in there.
Oh no, Jim. It's a good job we don't have to mark them. Alan Kent says, love it. Forgive me, I hear distorted guitar solo with an EBO on it. Some fucked up, slow moving solo. Really slow.
Got some feedback from somewhere else, mate.
Yeah, are you on live chat or are you on top chat, fella? Go to live chat. Yeah, I'm unsure. Clear that one up for us, Alan. What's an EBO?
Yeah. So the EBO is a vibrating thing.
Alright.
Just
Weird.
if you think it sounds like that, it might do, because they do make a guitar make some really weird bloody noises, but this is all actually the modular synthesizer that Propeller Heads, or well, Reason Studios brought out a few years ago for Reason, called Complex, hence the name. And all of these tracks also started off as one instance of Complex, and then when they get to a certain point, have to split them up just to make the sound good, because they're all coming out through one stereo pair of outputs. You've got no EQs inside to deal with any of it, so...
Bob says, kick drum attack is a little easier on my ears and the synth line feels right.
This one's meant to be nice and sharp. I do like those trancy kick drums, but I've left the 30 hertz flapping in this one. So if you have got a sub going, you should be getting some good 30 hertz wobble.
Jim's just too good. Why he's not been signed to like 1,000,000,001 fucking labels now? I'm surprised Sap haven't picked you up. I'm surprised Cluster haven't picked you up. I'm surprised Smitten, because they're doing a relaunch, haven't picked you up.
I never sent anything.
Well, that's true. You do a lot with Filth Infatuated as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Filth and Urban Chaos. Also got stuff on Urban Chaos's sister label, which is Urban Deep Tracks.
Okay.
So I released a Weird Monkey album on there a little while back. I think it was six track mini album. It might be 8, I can't remember.
Oldie Toffee says, I got a couple of yours, Jim.
Oh, nice one. Cheers, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you got a track in the thread tonight? Oh, then link me to something. Where would I find you? SoundCloud or Bandcamp?
Oh, that's a bit unfair to put something on there. I've got a hard drive somewhere.
Yeah, if you wanna sort me that out, I'm sure we can.
Online, mate. It's wicked.
Yeah, you must have.
I've got like 5 tracks I'm working on
Alright, we'll fire that over in a minute, and we'll.
But they are not completed tracks by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm open to feedback, definitely.
Oh, feedback! Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Right, okay, new tune just gone out to Benji Tobin, Benji303 for his Alliance Digital label, and I'm hoping to get some remixes of this one, make it its own release.
I'll do a remix, Jim. Actually, you gave me some stems to remix, didn't you?
I did, didn't I?
What the fuck did I do with them?
I don't know, I've released that track now.
Oh, right, well, sorry.
Well, no, redo it, chuck it at Urban Chaos. Because it's on the Urban Deep Tracks album I was just talking about.
Fucking hell, my legs. No, I was just pushing myself along. Yes. my foot went, and I was like, oh, that hurts a little bit, but if I go like that, I'm fine. And then I jarred myself, and then the whole thing just went, nope. I like this, Jim. This is nice and dark and aggressive.
For the last sort of year or so, I'm finding myself drawn towards doing some much simpler stuff as well, like not filling all my tracks up with loads of noise and bloody whooshing sounds and impacts. And I mean, I haven't used a crash simulator for about 15 years anyway, but you know what I mean, all these cool. Sort of all that sort of stuff. It's just like
What are you using for the acid sign, Jim?
Thor.
Why not? Oh, it seems like don't play after this. This was really good. Well, okay, we'll give it a tracks time and then we'll play Tim's track.
You play drum and bass though, don't you?
Yeah,
Right, but that's just a sketch I'm working on. It's not a full track. This sounds completely. He asked me something on the spur of the moment, and it's like a new. We'll see how it goes. Well, I'm playing.
I don't mind giving it a tracks bass. I don't mind giving it a tracks bass.
No ego here. It's all good.
We'll let Brookstale Ridge have a little go before we. It really has, and like I say, Smitten, Stay Out Forever. Why is this not released on one of those?
This is, like I said, this is for Benji's label, which is on the 909 London, yeah, 303 Alliance. Well, Alliance digital, which is the digital version of.
Yeah.
Rain it in, son.
I'd have bought this, Jim, back in the day. I'd have fucking played this back in the day. Unfortunately, I can't kind of turn it off in a minute.
Yeah. Well, give it a flick on, because there's a music moment in a minute.
Wow, that was impressive. Flicked it and it didn't even sound like it.
See, I always record a clip of my tunes while I first start making them and put it on Facebook. And I recorded this. Wait for it.
Was that when you were
This
showcasing
is
your
when I was
speakers?
just doing the, yeah, that's the one. I'm my next door neighbour's dog. So that's why it had to go in there.
Yeah, Jim's just too good. Like 9s all across the board, maybe an 8 down here for that one, I don't know. But like literally, never going to be anything under an 8.
Turn it up and hear the bass work.
Unfortunately. Right, so that is the new Jimmy Scavenger EP and a track that you might not have heard before. So check that out from Jim. It's coming soon, sometime later this year. I do hate that about releases.
Yeah.
You write a release and then it waits fucking 6 months to come out.
That one's going to be quite a way off because I know Benji's really bloody busy. Like
Okay.
I think he's gigged every weekend for about 20 weeks or something now.
Wow.
Saw him at UK Tech and he was like, matey boy's run off with all my records. He was meant to be giving me a lift home and he said, I didn't want to play anyway. I just want to be a munter for a change. I was like, yeah, fair play, mate. Can't blame you.
Okay, so this is Brooks on his lunch break.
Shame about the quality of the recording.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It was good though. And a nice intro, I believe, into a drum and bass track from you.
Yeah.
You look a bit worried still.
Yeah.
Proper old school.
I think that's the MPC Live.
I really do like the look of things, actually.
The MPCs. I'm getting one. Not this one, but the one. That one's nearly
You're
a grand.
getting the one, that's the one I like the look of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like really good fun. About
It's-
500 quid, 400 quid.
640, I think it is.
Yeah. Looks a lot better than the other thing you were looking at there.
It's a sampler of the 404. Yeah, no thanks. So many fucking. Okay, Brooks, if you're going to send stuff in like this, we want it. If you're going to record it on your phone, get an iRig. Get an iRig so that the audio quality is better. URL group for fucking like forever, and all he does is post his DJ mixes. I'm like, and I stumbled on one of these the other day. I'm like, mate, put that into the URL. Yeah, why are you putting these into the URL?
Top stuff. I'd love to hear this properly recorded. Bit of a nostalgia trip going on.
Professor Dictaby says, iRig shaming, just get a TRRS to USB-C cable. That way you plug the instrument directly into your phone and it comes in crystal clear.
Yeah, he's right.
What is that's what an iRig is. It's a conversion.
Got a whole bunch of cheap old shitty fucking stuff in there.
Oh,
BK's been taking them apart and looking at them. And
there's nothing in there. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Literally, it's just TRSS to fucking iPhone connection. It's ridiculous.
I've put the wrong tune on there, by the way.
Oh, have you? Which one do you want?
Yeah, the different one. You need to get
no, go on, no
put
problem.
somebody else's tune on the
No. Which one do you want?
Just go for that one.
This one?
No, 12.
12, no problem. I can play them both if you want to.
No, just the first one.
Okay, Brooks, I'd like to give you a solid 8 on that one. Lovely old school remix sounding, but we need a clearer version of it to be able to mark it properly. It's one of the bugbears that we've had at the URL. It's people sending in lower quality stuff, and we just can't mark it. I'd want to give that higher than an 8, guys.
Oh, it's a good track.
I really like that.
It's just the sound engineering, and apart from that, it's brilliant.
Yeah, literally, that's only because it was recorded
Everybody in here was nodding
their head. Yeah, so. Really like it, my man. Just make sure that you get a decent quality recording for us next time if you can. Like Amanda says, get a TRRS cable, or like I'm saying, get an iRig. Right, our new guest. Already, yeah. The iRig's like 20 quid, Prof Dictaby. Brenta Sorensen says, caught my ear immediately, and the same with Carly over there. And Lizzie's got the biggest smile on her face right now. It's not even funny. Mic next to your mouth. Here we go.
Filthy ride line. That's lovely. Still in there, it's filtering and distortion, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
Nowhere near mixed or mastered, right?
No, just a noodle, just ready. Yeah. I might be speaking to this man.
For it.
I don't like big builds with all those like I just like it to be nice and simple.
Smooth,
smacking.
Yeah.
Honestly, from the moment you put tracks in, I'm like, this guy's got talent. You know, this guy knows how to write, he knows how to put sounds together, he knows how to put a track, you know, the sequencing of it. Honestly.
Thanks,
honestly.
man.
Honestly.
Yeah, I was
still learning.
Clown Fet 7 set the other day.
Yeah, last one was bad. We had family.
Yeah, he said this. He came in and was like, "Oh, my last Clown Fet set was awful." I'm like, "Only to you. Everybody else was like,
loved it."
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So literally, you've said one thing about it, and Jim's come in and said completely the opposite.
Well, he was on about Clown Fest 7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was going to go.
Yeah, I was close. I tried.
Clown Fest 7, you see, at the time. So I do eventually get to go round and go back through them. You see, that's the lovely thing about having them all up on YouTube, mate. It really is nice.
Yeah, it means you can go back. It means you don't have to actually be there whilst it's going live. You can just like dip in again, you know.
You don't have to play the whole tune. As with all drum and bass tracks, it just loops round and a bit more impact on the second half.
If that's the case, and you didn't want to play this,
still working on it, man.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Okay, last one, 8.2, something like this. This is creeping on a 9 already, mate.
Thanks, man.
No worries. So much more attitude to it. So much more attitude computer?
I've only been working on this one for a week though, so I was a bit like...
A week? I barely work on tracks for like 8 hours, you know, that's it, done.
It's 2 hours
3
a day.
days, I have to limit myself.
2 hours a day.
Limit myself. It's
I'm only
just
allowed
silly.
2 hours a day, so...
Hey,
right,
at least, you know, at least you're working on shit.
I say 3 days, but I actually do like some 6-7 hour days when I'm really on one. So yeah.
I can only do it for about 4 hours before I'm like, that is it, I'm done,
Really?
Yeah, well, because most of my stuff isn't even writing, it's playing. Like, I'll write a little bit and then I'll just start playing with it, and it's like, oh, suddenly 15 minutes has gone, and like, you know?
Yeah, you think it's any different for me?
No.
I write this big fat loop and then I've got to figure out how I'm going to get there, how to make it interesting once I do get there, what's going to move, what's not going to move, you know, what am I going to, what knobs am I going to twiddle for this one?
Where did it come from?
Don't stress.
Good answer, Tim, good answer. It came from inside.
Yeah, cool. I'm an imitator, you see, that's how I learn to do what I do. Was
I get
sitting
it.
there with a computer and imitating everything I heard.
Yeah.
You do pick up a...
What the fuck did you expect?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Tim, you should have stuck with this one, mate. You should have stuck with this one.
Mate.
I'd say one of those as well, then. Yeah, you should have stuck with this one, mate.
Proper badass.
Oh, thanks.
Goosebumps.
Made up.
Hey. I've only just recently acquired a proper liking for drum and bass over the last sort of 2 years.
It's interesting.
And rave music, wider rave music as well. It's like all of a sudden I find myself really quite into a lot of the core and breakcore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of the faster stuff now as well. I really love acid core.
2 shows ago,
Especially the
everybody
old
was
French
putting
stuff.
170 BPM stuff in, and that was like 2 weeks after I did the 170 stuff, and it's like, hey, if everybody's going faster, I'm happy with this.
Yeah, do it. I love a bit of 170.
VK says fatty, and she is not wrong.
Yeah.
Bob says, in the previous track, I felt like the bass was nice and comfy, but never really supported the groove. Mind you, I only feel bass, I don't hear it. Honestly, this is lovely. This is
really
lovely.
Is badass. This is proper badass drum and bass. Throat singing almost, isn't it? Scary shit.
Grew up on Exodus, didn't I? So it's about as dark as it got, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it.
That's great. The percussion's really nice as well. It's intricate and top changes around.
Metalhead sort of stuff as well. When they start
Hardware label. The hardware label. Really, really love that. It reminds me of
stuff
that.
that I really didn't appreciate at the time. And my brother just kept ramming down my throat, and I need to go back to him now and go, look, Pete,
Just
play
drop.
me a load of
Just
records,
drop.
mate.
This drop and then you're done.
Because like I've just developed this appreciation for drum and bass, so I'm going to be going back through a lot of old stuff to...
What the fuck did you expect?
Mate, that's bottom of the soul fucking dirty drum and bass. Honestly, it really
Get that
is.
sent to me, mate. Get that sent to me. This is a freebie.
I'm taking you up on that one.
Yeah,
man.
get this sent to me, mate. Yeah. I'll badass this one up just for the fun of it.
Nice.
Just for the fun of people in the neighbourhood.
Well, I want to talk to you anyway, so we'll talk afterwards. Yeah.
We have our first CD giveaway. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me the email address and name here. But yeah, we have that. Somebody did that about 30 minutes ago. So
Yeah, it does.
JLE Media. Who is JLE Media? I will find out and I will send them a CD. Anyway, thank you so much for that. I will get that CD off to you as soon as I can. And that was Tim. Yeah, 9 for that one, mate.
Thanks,
8 point
mate.
something for the last one, but that was gritty, underground, dirty. Honestly, it was really, really nice. You should definitely have stuck to just putting that one in. 100%, man.
I want to hear the rest of it now. I do.
Okay, where are we now? I believe we're not. We're there, aren't we? Lunch break. No, that was Brooks. Okay, cool. Right, let's move on. Oh, Iapetus Music, so prepare for some EDM. And I'm going to pass you over to Lindsay right
Climate change hasn't won.
Yeehaw!
We can bring
I can do that all from sat over
I'll
there.
hand on to Lindsay for a minute.
Oh, Jim! Oh, don't do that. It'll be your friend forever.
Whoops, knock the screen over. I can usually last about an hour on these stalls, but usually it might go to be the one with the backrest, and I can manage it a bit longer.
Yeah, zen, very zen. Yeah, how's your back at the moment? Like I say, if you want to hand over to Kylie at any point, please let us know.
About 5 or 10 minutes, and
Jen says, "Oi, cunt," but I'm not too sure which one you mean. There are 3 sat here, there are 2 over there, and the dog. So. Again, he's named it dancing EDM, which is never a good idea in my books.
Yeah, it's quite pleasant. I would be dancing to this, but then again, I dance to most things. Once the groove gets me, I'm off.
Okay, yeah, I can hear that. It's very trancey.
I know what you mean. It's that, yeah, that little sort of synth riff. Yeah. It's not the same, but it's got that same feel to it. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Let's face it, every sequence of notes ever played has been played before.
Who has done that. So we will get you a CD. We will get you the. In fact, Jen, I'm not going to post it to you because that feels like an absolute waste of £4.50 of postage. I'm going to wait until I see you at Good Intents and give it to you then. Please welcome to the show, Lindsay Mumford.
Morgan says it's disco-y. It is almost a bit, isn't it? That sort of. But yeah.
This one.
It's disco-y, and that's not an insult.
that's the bit I wanted. Where it goes right down just to the bass. That's the bit I like on these tunes.
And Morgan says, I feel love. Yes, it's got that from I feel love. But yes, which, that works.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're all head bobbing to it.
I like it.
Yeah. It's inoffensive. It's inoffensive.
Hi, Morgan.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The stuff that this guy produces is IB for ready. Yeah. He's well good at what he does, but it hits like under an 8 for me, just simply because it's too. What did you say? Pleasant. It's too pleasant. What did you say? What did you say it was? Nice. Nice.
It's not as nice as some stuff.
No.
There's, you know. Yeah. No, everything was blurred.
Russ is blowing his own trumpet, but I don't think he meant to. He said, I would keep a dance floor going. Pretty sure he meant to say it would keep a dance floor going.
It would.
Yeah, it would keep a dance floor going. Again, it's start of the night though, and again, it's nice.
I don't know. It's I would say it's middle of the night.
It depends on which club you're in, I think.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's not a dank club.
No, it's not.
But it's I would dance to that.
I like when you're
really
doing
nice.
like tech house and progressive house that's not quite as melodic as that, and then just drop that in right at the peak of the set.
Yeah. Are they mine?
Yes, you left them here months ago. I just remembered.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly, it's fun, it's fun, it's got an attitude, it's a bit sexy, and you can do stupid dances to it.
Yeah, I agree with what Jim's saying.
Jim, would you stick those in my handbag so I don't forget them again?
I'm going to give it licking an 8.
Down there.
Like everybody said, the track is perfect, the structure's really nice, the sound selection, very oh right. Oh, I thought you were talking about the track. So yeah, I'm going to give it licking an 8. It's No mic on Jim. I know there's no mic on Jim. I'm going to try and do that. You know what Jim's like? Jim talks a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can
There's
get a
only
mic
3
on him.
mics.
Yeah, there is only 3 mics at the moment.
Jim's got a shout.
So yeah, I think you like that one. You said it was good. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Where are we? Here.
Shouting I can do.
And Alan loved it.
This is Actionless Loveless, Volker Tube, Germany. And, oh right, okay, Actionless Loveless in the Wild, Acid Dark Electro. Okay. I might be able to sort Jim on mic out. Let me go and see if I can do that. Actually, my leg's hurting, I'm not going to do that. I thought you'd like Actionless Loveless, he's a bit weird. He's a bit weird. Music you meant like, Jim. I know.
It's got a sort of, I don't know, it's got a sort of subterranean cyber city feel to it.
It's always really odd timing. It's not odd timings, but like odd. Yeah, it's not tight. Get away, dog. Yeah. Genre-wise.
Yeah, that's it.
Say something into it, Jim. Yep, just turn your foot.
Yellow's described it as slow sigh. I can understand what it's trying to get at, but it hasn't got a sigh feel to it.
No.
It's slightly psychedelic and it's a bit futuristic and sci-fi. But as I said, it's more sort of, I don't know, subterranean cyber city. There you go.
So it's kind of like how there's no rush in this track, yet the sounds have a good bit of dirt.
It feels like you're walking through different rooms with different sort of machines going in the dark.
Stefan Attic has just joined us. How's it going, my man? And you were not here. No, it's working. It's just not very loud. What's that? Oh, that sucks. Possibly the battery in it. No.
People are liking this, and I can see why. But it is difficult to sort of define the genre.
Demonto.
Almost Belgian techno, but the sounds are a lot more twisted. There you go.
And that
Good
is by
description.
somebody I'm hoping to have in the studio for another URL. George, yeah, I can't wait to have you on the show, mate. George, we met him at Spank You fucking 4 years ago now. George, yeah, Jirioge. Yeah. I know. I want to get him on the show. So, your thoughts on that one?
Like really simple, but everything made sense.
Yeah.
Like, there weren't that many elements to it at all, but it didn't seem to but it progressed enough for you not to get bored with it.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, it felt like you were sort of going from one space to another space. The sounds were sufficiently different, so you felt like you were almost in a different room with different things going on. It took me on a journey. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one licking an 8 as well. I like your stuff, Actionless Loveless, but it's really quirky, so I'm just not sure where I'd listen to it.
There we go.
Okay, Movement 81 next. What did Jim say? I missed that. Tick, yeah, we haven't used that for a long time.
No. Oh, good. Oh, right.
Rowan and Megan say night. Rowan and Megan say goodnight.
Night night. Kiddies. Night night, kiddies.
Little shout out to Megan and Rowan who are watching Tim's kids.
Was it 8 o'clock in the morning? God, I never. Yeah, it was. Too weird. Sounded fine to me. Unhinged Phil has asked whether you broke your leg while skateboarding. He came close.
I mean, you couldn't call it skateboarding where I injured myself. You could call me propelling myself along with a skateboard. That's where I injured myself. It's very unfortunate, I have to say.
Huh? Oh, fine. Oh. This is nice.
But there's a bug coming.
Grey one has said it's a bit jumbled, and I know what he's saying. There's a lot
going on.
Yeah, and it's just slightly, but it's nice. But yeah.
Says nicely crafted.
Imagine being off your head in a club to this.
Yeah.
Proper space out.
It's not too far from some of the rhythms that you use.
It's not twisted
in your percussion and stuff.
I don't know. Let's face it, we've got a head full of sparkles. It'll be making the sparkles better.
We all are, mate. We all are.
Jason loves it.
Is that Jay Singh? Yeah. Says now it's a 10 for me, yeah. Professor Dictaby says, I think I've seen these two on Twitch. They do live stuff with modular stuff if they're there. Yes, they are there, and you should have seen them at Clownfest. They've been there like 2 times, maybe 3 now. Jay says, in key and works. Yeah. I mean, that is what you asked for from music, though, really, right? That it is in key. Unless you're listening to jazz, I suppose.
cluttered.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was modular stuff, we just can't see it.
It's almost nice in that.
When there's less there.
There's less there.
Yeah, no, I get it. It did sound kind of cluttered in places, but I think it was totally intentional. And like you said, if you're in a club and you're off your nut, that's exactly what you want to hear in those
that
clubs.
Headspace.
Yeah,
because that rhythm was like right. It's not what you're normally used to hearing. I think if you're in a club, you just blimmin' heck.
Yeah, it's a bit much, and that's what you want, right?
I think it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I think also the pads were amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were all modular pads as well. But again, we couldn't see the equipment being used there. We could just see those two on the outside. But I think it went down a treat here, that one.
No, it's really nice.
Yeah, struggle with the rhythm to start off with, but then once you just let the sounds take over, it worked.
Yeah.
So,
And again, music is where you are. You know, if you're in a club or in a field and that's playing and you're slightly off your nut and you're like, okay, this is lovely. You know, yeah, I get it. Abandonment. Yeah. Anyway, another great track from Movement 81. They are absolute legends, and they live in Swansea. So yeah, maybe collaborate and all that stuff. I thought they were in America for some reason, but no, they're literally in Swansea.
A world without nature won't survive.
I love the way we all shut up for the adverts.
But given the chance, it can.
Please don't get me started on that subject. The Earth will be fine. The humans just won't be on it for a while. Anyway, Jay.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We're not going to die out. There's just going to be less of us here. Yeah, and it'll be a bit tougher. Almost sounds like this is modular as well. This is Jay. Jay Singh Bagri. Sure. Yeah. We met him at a castle. Stunning bloke. Absolutely funny as fuck. Yes, he is. You can take over if you want.
Movement 81 have said thank you very much for the feedback.
No problem, Movement 81. I think that your stuff is absolutely stunning and that you should continue to do it because it's a joy to the world. Yeah, Prof, that was absolutely my point. Even if all of us do die, the Earth itself will be fine. We're dependent on it, not the other way around. Absolutely. I know. It's sad, right? Yeah, oh yeah, every time we get a bit closer. Yeah. We're having a history lesson now.
As Douglas Adams said, empires have risen, empires have fallen. Empires have risen, empires have fallen.
That's what they do.
Until everybody's seasick.
It's what they do. It's what they do. I didn't personally.
And they all got smallpox from the
not monkeypox
ship. That first ship that went up from was it the Portuguese? That one Portuguese ship. Oh god, yeah, it happens all the time because every time any civilization, what are we doing? This is a music
history lesson. I know.
Yes.
Mr. Wiggly says, all true, but it's nice to be around when they are rising. Well, I kind of think we are, you know, we're at peak. We carry video equipment, sound equipment, you know, it's a telephone. Yeah, technically all of this is in my hand, in my back pocket at the moment, you know. Yeah, literally, what a time to be alive. Yeah, Star Trek predicted this, or tricorders, you know. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Still got 3 more minutes of it. We're about halfway through.
I would say the steel drums are a little bit overused. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like steel drums.
Jim says it's FM synth, not what did you say it was?
Steel drums.
Steel drums,
but
yeah.
It's a steel drum sound, created on FM synths, but it's a bit overused.
And there's a chock sound under there which doesn't come through because of it. So if that just needs pushing down a little bit, you could get the chock sound through a little bit more.
Oh, on the steel drums?
No, above that, there's a chock sound above the steel drums. There's like a chock sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, but you can only just hear it because the steel drums are quite up and the snare's quite in the noise. The rim shot, sorry, yeah. Yeah. But it's quite. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm not saying that needs to go up anymore. I think the steel drum sound
needs to come.
Lindsay said it's a steel drum sound. I think that just needs to
drop in a little bit. Yeah, it's driving the track.
Tack off it to allow the room for the
Apparently, Jay says 1 drum machine and a poly, old school. Yeah, I mean it's nice for the amount of kit. It has gone on a bit, and like you say, the steel drum sounds are a bit too in your face, like on the edge of distortion. Jim's talking advice, but unfortunately you can't hear him. Yeah.
I was just saying, Jay, like maybe take that main line you've got going there, that I suppose you're sort of doing everything off, and just vary it from time to time. So you've got a section where it's slow, where it's running at half time, and maybe another section where you modulate, so you change playing at a different pitch, just to keep the interest going, because it's quite repetitive.
Agreed. And literally, like Bob said the same thing in the chat group. Bob, what did you say? Or is this? Oh, where's it gone? Could use a little variation by now. Just literally, but yeah. Can Jim do
it in mime
for a bit? Some of the noises sounded a little bit grating right at the edge. I still think it's a solid 8. Structure was good. Did what it needed to. More words.
I'd drop the noise down on the snare slightly. You know, that white noise on the snare.
Yeah. Again, that's kind of in the same frequency level as the FM synth. You know, so it's all kind of fighting away for
fighting for itself.
Right at the top. Yeah, right at the top. Yeah. So good tune, Jay. Just a little in the mix stage, and you are good to go. Where are we? There we are. Okay, so what are you in the mood for? Distorted heavy acid techno with plenty of cowbell, super chilled breakbeat ambient. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then put ambient nonsense underneath Sage. 10 minutes? Bill? You ain't even watching! Right, so this is going to have to be a DJ skip. It's going to sound loud as fuck when it comes in. Okay, maybe not. Okay, 10 Mil has just joined us. How's it going, my man? Sinuses hurt. Literally, it's a bit throaty. The whole the cowbell intro. It really is. And it sounded like it upped in stages as well. It didn't go straight up.
Next door kids are now awake. That's great. Great one.
It sounds like someone slashed the speakers.
It's supposed to work like that.
Tell me about it.
A rhythm in the bass.
Yeah.
But then it's also that it's killed that. It's killed the tonal qualities on that
For the rest of it. Yeah.
But then everybody ends up going, yeah, but that distortion on the bass sounds
Lush. Yeah.
So soft clip, saturation, distortion, whatever you want to use on the end of your chain to get that nice big fat sound without actually clipping your output, so you can
Do this.
The reason that you get that sound is because just it folds every frequency back on itself. So what you're actually doing is wave shaping your whole track. It's more musical than, especially soft clipping and saturation, are more musical than using just a limiter, because they preserve the initial transients on your kicks and your hi-hats and stuff. The problem is that they squash all the frequencies in together because they're folded back like a distortion does to maintain a level where it doesn't clip your output.
Jay, it's not clipping any of my outputs here, so the signal you're getting is clean, or as clean as I can deliver.
This is how it sounds.
Yeah, this is literally
how it sounds. Yeah.
It's
I do this deliberately from time to time.
To the speaker.
Yeah, it does. I do this deliberately from time to time to tracks, just because I want them to be really, really filthy.
Jay says, spot on, Jim, well put. And I'm thinking, is he talking Greek now? Yeah, it's gnarly as fuck, isn't it?
I mean, it's a proper rig tune.
It is a proper rig tune.
Yeah, this is like, this is when everyone's really broken. Yeah.
Yeah, earlier, yeah. I've been to parties where it sounds like this all fucking night. And I knew it was going to sound like this one night when they're setting it up and they're like, oh, should flames be coming out of the top of the stack? No, don't think so, no.
Big up the Ricky and James, the Ginger Twins. They make this sound like, I don't know, Celine Dion. Yeah.
Okay, so we're 5 minutes in. I'm going to skip it on a bit. I don't think we're going to get a break.
No, we're not. It's relentless. It's a relentless rig track.
Oh my god.
It literally just sounds like it's compressed fuck. And that's coming from me. It's just shredded to fucking back, isn't it?
It is. Straight into massive saturation or distortion of some sort on the whole output.
Somebody wants to know what the spiky bit is. What, this one spiky bit here?
Yeah, come on, can we get to that one spiky bit?
Yeah, we're getting there. Let's just, savour the track as it goes.
I would, but my nose hurts. He's forced something really loud through the sound.
The light just says wow. That's it, it's been gone. That's it. Mr. Wiggly says, could do with the math. sounds like, to me, it's not gnarly as fuck. And like I say, I've played on rigs like this.
Yeah.
It's not much fun.
It's not noises, yeah.
Lindsay, what?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I would. This would be, the hair would be standing up on the back of my neck to this. Do you know what I mean? On a rig.
A broken rig?
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, damn straight. When everyone's broken is when this sort of stuff is like, yes! Honest to God, right? Do you know Ricky and James, the Ginger Twins?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, when they used to play back to back.
Yeah, right, everybody in the room just sigh of
worse
relief.
than that.
Yeah. That, honestly,
It was much more distorted, much more worse. It was just, some of it was just like more gap than music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was that broken. It was literally, it was awful.
But that, do you know what I mean? In the right environment, at the right sort of 4 o'clock in the morning, when you're really twisted out, that would have a
damn
right
straight.
effect.
KGP Studio says that song was awesome, and those who say it should have less distortion are softies.
Yep.
I'm honestly, they literally.
Like I said, I do. I've done
I
that to
agree.
several of my tracks deliberately because you just want to. Yeah. No. That's the thing is, when you're on a rig and you've got all the sub behind it, you'll find that actually that will still sound really quite. You'll still get the rhythm.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's the thing, and all of those patterns that those distortions make. If you're sitting listening on headphones to stuff like that, actually, this like. I do it to a lesser degree on quite a lot of tracks. I use distortion to a degree where it starts actually breaking up the sound in rhythmic ways.
Yeah.
Mr. Wiggly, I believe,
And
said...
it kind of does it unintentionally
Definite
sometimes.
Hawkwind vibe. If they played into the same system. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you played Hawkwind through it, it'd probably sound pretty similar, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Climate change hasn't won.
Nope.
We can bring life back.
Life is already here, and it will flourish after. I hate that advert so much.
Oh, God, yes.
They started a rant the other week. I won't do like this. Don't. Okay, so Boom 5 on it. Oh, it's Roger Jennings. We're out on a track from this guy, and one of the tracks he put in before, I said that sounded like Cassette Boy on crack, so stop in.
So uncomfortable.
Hey, I'm sat. Admittedly, I have a pillow, but like literally a toolbox.
Yeah.
Safety of the entire city depends on your the military authorities.
Are you?
You have to.
Are you actually numb now, Tim?
Stay in your home.
This guy's nuts. Distorted 5 minutes. Is that appreciation or not over in the corner over there?
I recognise
That. Yeah,
No,
the other melody.
the other pattern there. Is that just what distortion's doing to it? Who's this?
This is Roger Jennings. He's not on. Apparently, OG says got plenty of those gnarly acid records in my pile. LIES labels releases, tons of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's too much for me. But
Really?
I'm old.
That might be where Ginger Twins were getting it from then.
Yeah, maybe.
They just had such broken music, it was unreal.
Ben says not my favourite remix. Off balance, poor timing. Otherwise, fine track.
Poor timing.
I think it works.
I'm not sure.
Like it, but it is a meme track.
Yeah.
It's not like a full track. It's kind of a meme track, you know. For a meme track, I'm going to give you a solid 8. I kind of liked it. I like it. I like mashups, and that was a mashup as far as I'm concerned. Dark Gnarly with I got 5 on it. I might have liked to have heard some more of that in there.
Then he probably would have got shut down.
Yes. So it's 50-50 in the room for that one, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought that was quite cool.
Well.
Yeah, I'm still sort of thinking about it. Yeah, but I was just trying to think. Like, was that the track just made out of that bit of track, and then he's using some sort of distortion and filter bank to get all the other sounds, which would be why for some people it would sound funny, wouldn't it? If they're not getting all the frequency range, then it's like all the bassy bits are missing. Then because some of those had bass attacks, didn't they? Those distorted little ring offs he was doing. They would go. Ba-dum.
So I think Jim thinks it's more intelligent than it is, this one. I just think he's whacked the sampling over it and just kind of
and then it's just I think he's just like set off effects on it. Literally, he's just gone like a send effect with a distortion or a filter bank. Get similar things with
Tim. You put 2 tracks in.
What you call them, distortions? If you've got a tube one, where you've got a body and width, so you get like a sort of tone that comes with it, and you can do an almost wire effect with them. What are they called? I can't think what they're called. That's going to bug me. I'm going to have to look it up. Where's my phone? I do have a problem with naming things.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Tim put something in earlier as well? Alright, this is Lords of Acid. We'll wear this.
Tim Miller.
Lords of Sound.
Lords of Sound, yeah. Sorry.
We've had a lot of really quite
slow,
distorted,
yeah, tonight.
Very some sort of processing on them that's phasing them as well, which isn't helping them come through the mix. Or they've got something running on, triggered by the drums, running on top of them that's... You hear what I mean? Yeah, there's something running in unison with the... Yeah. No, I'm thinking of a distortion, a thing that some distortions do. So they provide you with like a tonal, and they have an auto body.
Benjamin's got it right. He said, it feels like I'm sneaking around in a video game or a sci-fi film. It's got that feel to it.
Drums in general, drums in general could do coming up.
That
and whatever you've got running in unison with the drums there, you might want to think about separating the snare up from it EQ wise, because it's the hat and something running on. It is just that synth line running on top of it, and it's kind of mixing the hat and snare together.
Arjang and Timothy are at it again, and this time it's all keyboards. The result is wondrous sounds that just truly unique.
Yeah, lots of Osricky type.
Isn't it?
Yes, it's touch slow for me.
Yeah. But very Osricky. There's been a lot of it tonight. It seems to be having a resurgence at the minute. And acid rock as well. There was an acid rock night, wasn't there, at the Nest a little while back in Bath? Wonder, does anyone know who played in Bath the other week?
The bed is much softer.
This is a fact. A mattress should have cost £600. Don't forget, if you want to win yourself a Weird Monkey CD, all you need to do is buy me a coffee at £3 a pop. Jennifer Stevens has got one. We have 8 more to give away.
How much do they cost you to post out?
Hopefully about £1.50.
Good. Right. Any more than that, come back to me.
Yeah, but
I help with postage.
I got to post a bunch of shit out anyway. So.
The idea is you might actually earn the 50 quid that it costs to get a cup of coffee these days.
Yeah.
maybe 500 millilitres of fuel for the same.
If you're lucky.
It's all good though. They've made so much money, bless them.
Yep.
True.
God, this sounds like Osrex. All it needs is a few tropical bird sounds. Do you know what I mean? And it would be Osrex.
And Merv without his top on. Sorry, but.
Bob says, I like some presents in the high, maybe.
Oh, cheers.
Where?
Matt says I look fresh.
I wonder if that's sarcasm. From Matt
loves
Dobbs?
me.
Might be sarcasm.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Maybe. Maybe.
He's far too nice.
10 mil says I can skip it now. Why, thank you very much. So, go.
I used to listen to this sort of stuff all the time back in the late 90s, early 2000s. But I'd put it on and then go to sleep. It was relaxing bedtime music for me. Trippy bedtime music. What?
Sorry, I'm too busy laughing at Matt.
And Jim, your thoughts?
My brain kind of turns off with that sort of stuff really quite quickly.
Which is why I used it
the same as you. Like
yeah,
I used
really
to.
liked it when as a way of relaxing.
I actually dug through all my Osric stuff, and I've actually got 2 tracks that I can actually sit and listen to now and enjoy. And the problem I have with both of them is that I've seen them play it live loads of times, and it just hasn't been as good as those 2 recordings. And that's Sploosh and Welch.
I couldn't tell you any of their tracks anymore.
Neither can I, apart from them 2. Oh, Kickmutt.
Tim,
Everyone
I like
knows
where
Kickmutt,
you
but
and Lords of Sound are going. I just think you need a little bit more time to gel your sound together. It sounded good, but like Lynn said, it was very relaxing, and that was where I would listen to that kind of thing.
The only thing is, a lot of people liked Osrex, and there seems to be a bit of a resurgence in that sort of music. At the moment.
really is, yeah, it's quite big.
But actually, they're doing exactly the right thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's just that we're a bunch of boom techno heads.
I'm just an old fart, innit? I'm stuck in the 90s.
Yeah. Let's face it, there's a whole generation who've never heard Osrex.
Apparently there's a whole generation who's never heard Kate Bush. The lucky people.
What? My God, they didn't get tortured with Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
Ollie started doing it, and I was just like, mate,
stop it.
Yeah. No, just
stop.
No.
Oh yeah, somebody said, I don't like the Placebo remix. His voice is a little bit whiny.
Oh, she's just so far up her own arse. She'll never ever see the light of day. Not even if she dug for a year. I'm sorry, but I just pretentious crap. Yeah, that's it. She's an artist. I'm beginning to feel the same way about a lot of the music I used to listen to. It's really weird.
I tried to listen to some Led Zeppelin the other day.
Oh no, it's hideous, isn't it?
I mean, it's really weird because I can remember my parents saying, this is just noise. It sounds like noise to me now. It's not got that precision.
Really annoying.
Of modern digital music. It's too much mess.
But having said that, I've been going back and listening to, well, not all my Black Sabbath, but
you're listening to Black Sabbath?
Paranoid.
Oh my God!
I've had it on repeat just recently.
8 albums. They're superb.
It's just brilliant,
isn't it? Yeah. How bizarre! No, I rediscovered them about a month ago because I used to be really into Black Sabbath.
Horse riding beat going on here.
Yeah, this is nice.
I'm just gonna go. It's these 2 just gonna chat,
Yeah, we're going back in time now.
Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Zeppelin riffs. All I'm saying is that when I listened to it, it was grating on my ears compared to how it sounded when I was young. Then I listened to Black Sabbath and it's precise and perfect, and it hasn't got a messy sound to it.
No, it
But
hasn't.
this sounds nothing like Black Sabbath. How the fuck did we get there?
This is reminding me of that guy who's over enthusiastically playing the synths on the hillside and there's a white horse in the background. On the mountainside, you know, and the wind's blowing. It's reminding me of that. But that's the horse. No, it's also the kind of. He wouldn't be doing it like that. They just need to get a little noise in there.
It's got movement. It's got
I'd be tempted to drop that Blues Brothers sample in there. It'd work. Slow it down a bit.
Crystal Castles.
Right.
Who the hell are Crystal Castles?
Apparently, Actionless Loveless says it needs some very sad screaming.
No, I don't understand. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. But musical.
Oh, like that Pink Floyd track. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And everyone knows the one I'm on about.
I do know the one. It's called The Great Gig in the Sky.
It is, yeah. I still prefer the East Star All Stars version of that album.
Yeah, I like that bit.
Yeah, I quite
like that bit. Leroy says, no for me, a bit busy in places, but it works.
10 mil says,
Might be a touch long, I'm thinking.
Fanatic 12,000 says, cry trance.
Somebody coined that phrase earlier on today. I wish that would have been the one that we had picked up rather than side trance.
have you had your tattoo?
Not yet.
Ah, you pussy.
I'm having it done. Right, okay, so it's not my fault. I talked to Drago and he said, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. I'll give you a call. He hasn't called yet. So that's not technically me, that's not...
Oh, you're working on Welshie time, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how that goes. How is he?
This has got a little bit more movement now.
Say hello from me when you see him.
I will do. Alan Kentsoff, thank you very much, man. I will see you next week for your special, I think it is, isn't it? Yes. I should have mentioned that a little bit beforehand.
Yeah, you really should have bigged that up a bit more, you know? Yeah. The second half of this tune is definitely better than the first half. Loads more going on in a really good way. Okay, so let's give the start of the track like an 8, and then let's give the end of the track an 808. It gelled a lot better towards the end. Not really my kind of thing, but I have listened to more of the second half of it. My brain's been less turned off. Yeah, which was a good sign. Yeah. And I've actually tapped. And I don't know, I didn't quite like the horse riding beat. You know, I do like an unusual beat. I like beats that people don't use anymore. I like that one early on.
I know, it's so simple, but
it's brilliant. Yeah. Unusual.
Definitely need another mic. No, you're good. DJ FX All says 8 all day long. Actually, let's love to give it a 9.7. Yeah, it got loads better towards the end.
Yeah, it got loads better together, but it was
for
very
a performance.
Yeah,
you know, especially.
They performed it very well. But the first half, I don't know, it was a little bit cheesy for me.
Yeah, that's
the second
probably
half had a little bit more of a drive to it, and it was more. I don't know. I was rocking to it.
Click. Oh, be careful, you end up with one like mine.
Jason's asked me if I've ever been to ID Spiral, and I haven't.
Do we know what ID Spiral is?
No, this is what I'm hoping that somebody will go, oh yeah, that's it, but I have no idea.
No. ID Spiral. So yeah, Tim, great track. Got a little bit more cohesive as it went on. It felt kind of powerful, and 808 is where I'm going to land on it.
That was it. The second half was more powerful
than the
first half was a little bit twee. That sort of
yeah.
But the second half had a bit more drive and power to it.
Emphasis, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so where are we? John Coffey, DJ FX All. Fucking hello. Oh, stop calling things dance and EDM. Just No, don't do it. Tim says he's going to call every track he makes a dance in EDM. Don't you do that. No! No problems. Yeah, we got the dog up here.
Yeah. Oh, he's happy enough.
Oh,
no, he's not. Let's go and check out what's going on. Such a nosy git.
He ran straight out of the front door the other day twice. Like straight across the road.
Get him on telly.
Actually, I'm going to teabag all the viewers.
Yeah.
Hey, our viewers, however many of you are watching right now and on the replay, I've just teabagged you.
This is speciesist. If that was human nuts, we'd have been took off air already.
I know, right? Speciesist, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Speciesism is a thing, and we humans suffer it every day. Sorry, it's the new All Lives Matter, isn't it?
See, the ducking compressor on that.
Totally.
This reminds me of something else.
I demand that either I can uncover my balls or everybody has to cover their dogs and cats' balls.
Oh, that's going to be a right pain in the ass.
Don't give a shit.
Is that kick on a ducking compressor? It seems to be going.
I'll be all right, Jack.
You might want to ask Jim that. I don't. Ducking compressors.
Yeah. The kick seems to be on a ducking compressor. It's making everything go. Or it might just be that it's just.
No, he's programmed the bass line that way. But I'm hearing like
right.
do 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 do.
There is a do 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 as well, but there was also like a.
I think it's on the modulation.
It is. It's on the modulation. Yeah. It's a. What's the word? Audio illusion.
I mean, it might be a ducking compressor, but most people don't use a compressor to do that anymore. They actually use level automation's a lot more accurate.
Okay.
So I've got tools where I can draw a curve in, just get that to fire that, and then I can have the curve kicked off by the kicks by the same MIDI click that's kicking the kick off.
Okay.
So it's much more accurate.
I think also the kick is a really musical, but
the chatter on the bed is saying that this is Ibiza ready,
and it's actually
absolutely right.
It's nicely produced. It's really not my sort of thing, but it is really nicely produced.
It's not what I expect from John at all. It's not what I expected from him.
Very Ibiza beach party.
Yeah. White stilettos, handbags on the floor.
And I'd rather hear something like either very lightly mastered, just to bring it up a little bit, or to stop clipping on your output. Or I'd rather turn something up and hear it unmastered than hear something that's been crushed that wasn't meant to be. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's got those lovely voices that Mark hates.
Yep. And in a lot of cases, I've heard tracks unmastered as well as mastered. In a lot of cases, I've actually preferred the unmastered version. I'm sitting at home and listening. I generally want to hear what the producer came up with. You know, like not a lot of mastering engineers these days are just crushing everything, and it's like they're all making everything sound the same. So you can't tell the difference between one producer and another anymore because it's all been made to sound the same, yeah. No, I was actually looking into some of the ozone tools, but they are a little bit like, they impart that sound whether you want them to or not.
Right.
It's really annoying, so I'm on the lookout for some new tools, but...
Jerry says, got a 90s Amiga computer game feel.
And it's not got to be everybody else, it's got to be...
I didn't have an Amiga.
You know.
Yeah. John Alchemy says Ministry of Sound or Gage to crush a track, and I agree.
I'm sort of talking from a mastering point of view. I think some of the kit I'm using, I've been using for a very long time now, and it'd be nice to get some new sounds for mastering my own stuff, you know.
I can almost guarantee that I wouldn't be able to hear the difference.
I guarantee you would.
This is lush, and as you say, but I mean, you know, it's not my sort of music at all, but I just know damn well that most people would absolutely adore it.
Yeah, this would be straight on one of the Ibiza compilations.
Yeah. See, Fnac 12,000 says intelligent techno. This is not where I'd put this.
This is EDM.
This is
Literally trance.
Yeah, but it's Ibiza trance.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Balearic.
Yeah.
Balearic. There we go.
Trance. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Miles did loads of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
I can't fault it.
No. Again, this is personal preference is going to bring it down to an 8 for me. It's great, it sounds lovely, but it is that Balearic, Ibiza ready trance track that I literally.
But you've got to take your own personal feelings out of it and actually
mark it for what it is.
And it, in that particular environment, it's a 10. What?
It's a 3. No, it's about a 9 for like production skills. Some of the sounds did sound like they were just on the cusp of becoming distorted, and you could come. I'm sure you were talking about this earlier. You'd rather have a track lowered, you know, and not be grating than have it up.
I don't know. That you're on about sounds within a track. Though,
you
know, whereas I was on about the whole sort of level of a track. You know, like when you get to the levels where you're starting to knock out your dynamics and squash sounds into each other. It has a filling nasal cavities quality to it, you know. He's 9 in it.
If I do have, if I'm
on a 9.
Criticise it, I'll criticise it in one way. It's immediately forgettable.
Okay, yeah.
Because it sounds very similar to an awful lot of other tracks.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. But Linz, that's fighting talk.
It's not my thing.
No,
that's why it sounds
like an awful lot of other tracks.
Subjective. Music's subjective, isn't it? If it's not your kind of thing.
So I'm only doing what Mark does. I'm just commenting it rather than marking it. You know what I mean? From a personal point of view, it's immediately forgettable.
Okay, no, I honestly, and that's a very, very honest thing to be saying, Lindsay. So thank you so much for bringing that to the show. Thank you so much. And again, that's John, not taking nothing away from the track.
No, not
great
at all,
track, sounded good, but you're right. It's there's a lot of that out there.
Yes.
You were awash with that. I get where you're coming from. It wasn't a diss, I don't think, in any way.
No, it wasn't a diss. No, I'm just saying.
Bankers by Tucked In Sound.
It didn't have a hook. If it had a hook in there, I would remember it. And a lot of that music doesn't have a hook. Anyway, on to the next track.
This is Graham, right? Tucked In Sound is Graham, yeah? The last couple of tracks you put in were a bit schizophrenic. This one's doing nicely.
I like
just waiting for that beat to kick in.
I like the wobbly bass.
Unsure. It's gonna. Like you're hoping it's going to come in here, right?
Yeah.
And I'll turn it up a bit. Try that.
We're going to swap again soon.
No kick.
It's it's there, but it's it's there.
Yeah, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's so quiet. 10 Mil says this is dope. Yellow says building well. Ooh, yeah. Oh, before we have another changeover then. Beautiful.
Eternal.
More questions than answers for this track, did you say? Yeah, beautiful. Where like Lindsay, you're saying that music needs to be perfectly predictable for it to be able to dance, and this one's off the scale, crazy, right?
Yeah, there's no structure to it.
Yeah.
No predictable structure.
Yeah.
There is structure, but there's no predictable structure.
Crazy, right?
Morgan's described it as an eternal builder.
Yeah.
Which,
that's about right.
I get that as well. But it doesn't. Yeah.
But again, it's got those little switch ups every sort of 4, 8 or 16. So it is predictable, and it is built in a traditional drum and bass way, and it's had 2 little drops.
Sure, Jay, are you on the right scores? Because you give this one a 9 and says classy trance. Are you on live chat or are you on top chat, fella? Because I don't think like any of those comments
This is
apply.
not classy trance.
No. It's. Go on then. It's.
10 mil says, I feel a letdown has happened.
Oh.
Because it's promises.
Stop it.
It promises, but it doesn't deliver.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
an eternal builder.
Yeah.
We were all waiting for something to happen, and it didn't. It was weird, and it had some really interesting sounds in it, and there was a structure to it, but the structure wasn't. You could never really sort of grasp it. You couldn't dance to it.
I'd probably just drop another track in on top of it, to be honest, if I was mixing with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a fat kick from a techno track or something.
Looped. Yeah.
And I'd just drop it in manually every beat, every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason's definitely 10 minutes behind the rest of it.
Yeah, he's probably off listening to your track, DJ.
Either that, or he's got the he's not flicked his video feed on to the end.
That's
and it's
true.
that little bit behind, because I do that all the time.
That happens.
And then
So I
catch
don't
up
know
and
where
look
to
my
mark that
comments
one.
were, and I'm like, oh,
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Tim's the same.
I really liked it.
Because
I'd like to mix with it. It's the sort of thing I'd drop in on one of my sort of drum and bass mixes that I used to play. I'd play something like that, but I'd be dropping the beats off other things in it.
Yeah. So weird one to mark.
Yeah.
It's a weird one to mark, but it's got us all talking.
Yeah.
Because it was intriguing.
It was interesting. How's that?
So you did well. I don't know if. I
leave it at that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Jim was the final word on that one.
I just quite like that Boris moment there.
What?
My name is Alina, and I would like you to give you a few reasons
Well, you
why
know,
you should consider dating a young slave.
That's what he says. Yeah.
Really? Ukraine dating app? There's being,
Ukraine, Russian, Belarus. The geography is boundless.
Ukraine, Russian, Belarus. Is boundless.
The geography is boundless.
I mean, really? Is this for real?
Oh, for fucking hell's sake.
It's really bad taste, isn't it? Bad taste, yeah. Oh my god.
Their immense hearts.
You're watching it though. This is the thing.
I'm horrified. I'm horrified.
Get rid of it.
Stunning bodies.
I mean, I'm intrigued at the same
Skip
time.
ads. Fucking hell.
You're
Get
such a
it done.
meanie, Jim. No, that was bad taste. Like, oh lord. What was the address? I can skip back later. Don't worry. Okay, High Tech by Stickness.
Oi, Steve! Are you on?
I saw his name earlier, I'm not too sure he's on now. Oh, hold on, there we go.
There's another one who's only up the road. It's Trowbridge, isn't he? Or assume round that area, because he's mates with Alice.
Reminds me of Reactivate. Do you remember the Reactivate sound? Belgian techno again. Do you know what put me off Belgian techno? The Bullfrog. Do you remember that track, The Bullfrog?
Apparently that's really a popular track. I've never heard, I only heard it through you.
It's too much.
What's that?
Bullfrog. No, there's a particular track called The Bullfrog, which is just it's like, please stop. Yeah, once I heard that one, I went off it a bit. Got to drum and bass.
Yeah, funny Morgan, very funny. What's Mark been searching to get targeted ads like that? That was on the video. That's not a targeted ad, Morgan. That's not, I haven't, to my knowledge.
go, Mark. It's back on this one. You can watch the bouncing boobies again.
Okay, what was the address? What was the site for this one then?
Don't think it tells you.
This has got really lively, and I rather
You've
like
missed it again, you see. Great, that.
What did I miss? Oh,
Yeah, you're going to have to rewind the show later.
Damn it.
Yeah. You remember what I was saying about a hook? That's a hook. You would remember that.
Oh, it's stickness.
Yeah.
It's stickness. Fucking hell. I'm sure it needs that.
This is proper twat music. This is exactly the sort of stuff Tribe of Twat used to play. It really is. It really is. Like fluffy, bouncy.
Yeah, I thought it was an insult.
Not great.
Switchy. Like it would go from being really light and fluffy to being really dark really quickly, like, and then back again. Oh,
Like that. Like that.
not quite that randomly, but yeah, maybe work on the composition a little bit. But I don't know if I quite liked it. It's quite glad it didn't stay on the.
Ooh, I like the graphics.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the light show for this one.
Nice. Honestly, stickness is
nice
fucking,
one, Steve.
honestly.
Yeah, it's got movement, it's got energy. I love it.
And a bit of randomness.
Yeah.
Uber drunk. Yeah. Oh. But, yeah. Like that. Yeah. The Uber drunk or tacit, not tacit.
Types of record collectors talk. I know nothing about any of this. Biggest techno head ever.
Yeah.
You know nothing about this.
Or hardly any labels.
Yeah, but you're an enigma,
Not
Jim.
since 95, really, I suppose. I stopped buying records. I bought a couple after that.
You're a creator.
But yeah, I decided to play my own stuff, basically. It's really difficult to make anything of your own when all you're doing is listening to other people's stuff.
Absolutely.
So for about 5 or 6 years, I literally didn't listen to any techno at all. I've got massive gaps anyway, because I took 15 years out to have kids.
H. Mr. Wiggly says, tribal twat, that is a great insult. Apparently, it's a great compliment.
No, it is a great compliment.
Apparently, there's a tribe in Bristol that used to call themselves the Twats, is it? Or
Bristol?
Twats? Is it Bristol?
No, Northamptonshire, Leicestershire, Midlands.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, big movement.
Yeah.
40-odd vehicles moving pretty much weekly from party site to party site, to the point where they were moving them on, and we moved with them quite a few times. Me and Catch hung out with them fucking years, right up to about 2000. And they'd move them off one site, and like 40-odd vehicles and caravans started proceeding up the road at about 12 miles an hour, and they'd just like direct them back off the road into some poor bastard's land, and they'd stay there for a week, do a party there, and then they'd get them back out again and move them a couple of miles up the road and repeat and rinse for God knows how long. Occasionally they'd get to stay somewhere for a month or so, but
Tim's given that last track a 10. Jim's still off on his story. I'm going to give it licking a 9. Go on.
Yes, Oldie Toll-Free. Who's that then? Who's Oldie Toll-Free?
Listen to that again.
I don't know who it is personally.
Do you know, to me, it reminded me, it wasn't exactly the same as sort of late 90s Belgian techno, but it took me back to that feel without the bullfrog.
Yeah.
Oldie Toll-Free said his first free party was a twat party. Well, hey, wicked introduction to free partying. I hope you had a good one, mate.
Okay, so Tollington up next. 5 minute long track.
Stickness, he's on.
What did he say?
Yeah, it really wouldn't have sounded out of place in an Adam set, that.
Never been to Amsterdam.
Litty, whatever.
Right. Whoa. Wicked. Yeah. Rough as fuck, work in progress.
Yes. What? Rough as fuck? I'd say it was pressable 9. Apparently this is a work in progress.
Don't change the sound levels too much, mate. They sound great.
Yeah, everything's in place here.
Do you master this yourself?
I don't think it's been mastered yet. Private track,
you can't really trust SoundCloud's waves. It just looks all very level. But then again, there isn't much dynamics when you're talking a lot of electronic music. You know what level your kicks are at. It isn't like a drummer hits that kick and there's always a variation. There isn't the same amount of dynamics. People go on about this having to have, minus 14 lufs, right, which is the difference between your loudest and quietest sounds for the maximum dynamics in your track. And I'm like, but it's rare you get that in electronic music, especially techno and harder stuff. Because you have everything at set level, so it only goes up and down so much. It doesn't work the same way that live music works. It's not. You're lucky to get -8, to be honest. Even on some of my more ambient out there stuff that people go, it's hardly mastered at all. It's like it's still only -8 levels. Records can deal with a lot more than people think. It's more about the frequencies are in there and where they are in the stereo field. So if you've got stuff hard panned left and right that's really loud in the mix across certain frequencies, it can cause you a problem when you come to pressing the record. So they tend to cut everything off above 15k pretty much. They put a filter on the sibilants that just works when the sibilants kick in as well. Stop anything around 13 to 7 to 13k, because that'll just make your needle skip out of the groove. Same if your bass isn't centered. Anything under about 144 hertz has got to be bang dead center. So if there's any stereo effects on it, it'll throw the needle out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This is really good.
That's an understatement.
This is wicked.
Yeah.
Not sure you needed the kick in there.
Don't care.
If you're doing rough ass techno, you don't leave it.
Lindsay, that was perfect.
Big empty breakdowns are not the thing anymore. No one wants to be stood still on a dance floor for 3 minutes waiting for the music to come back on.
Tell that to Charlie Ryan.
That's enough to keep people
Tell
going.
that to Charlie
He's a
Ryan.
trans bunny.
He is a trans bunny.
You know?
Oh, Charlie, I wish you were watching right now.
Track of the night for me.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm going to give it a 10.
Yeah.
This is not a work in progress. Yeah. Tim's just retrospectively removed his 10 from the last one and given it to this one, and I don't blame him. Listen to it.
Yes. No, this is definitely track of the night.
Can I just make a suggestion on that?
No,
there?
Go on.
No, don't.
Because, you got to be like that. When the kick properly came back in there, that could have had more impact. Not by making the kick louder, but by making everything else not as loud. Just gradually take the level of that down, so it doesn't come in quite as loud. Because you lose the impact on your return.
Sense from Jim Scavenger.
Or even leave a gap in there, which is the standard one, because then you can have your build up really loud. You go boom, leave a bar, and then come in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm agreeing with Jim there. I wouldn't criticise it if Jim wasn't here, but I'm actually agreeing with Jim. The gap, I think, would be the trick. I wouldn't want to change to
My only say anything about the rest of it is still got your sound to it, mate. It sounds fat ass.
I'd consider playing with that.
This is spot on. Right, I'm going to swap back because I've got to go in a minute.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh noodles! Oh no! Yeah, so Jay gave it a 10. He said that's a fucking 10 actually. 10 mil gave it a 10. Madia gave it a 9.5. EML Sounds gave it 9 kitties. Yeah, track of the night for me. Please welcome back Tim.
Yeah, tune of the night.
Yeah, well 100% kid. Alright, well I think we can stop it there. I think we've sucked Callum's dick enough on that one.
Yeah.
I think we all think he's absolutely amazing. Oh Callum. Mate, honestly, are your tracks ever going to score anything lower than 9? No, I don't think so. Keep them coming, mate. Anyway, honestly, he's a funny guy. He's going to take that in the best of parts. I hope.
Jay says, actually, when you lot shut up, I can hear that the kit does not have much sound.
There are 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 people in the studio tonight. This is not going to be one of those nights where you hear the tracks. That's when I'm on here, all right? So, like, yeah. And hey, you know, once in a blue moon, this happens now. Like, we get 5 people in it, so embrace it. It was you said earlier, like, this is what we used to do in the beginning, you know? Anyway, I'll shush.
Well, you haven't been turning the mixer off tonight, which is good.
Okay, yes, please, like a studio. Yeah.
Condenser microphones.
These are
Hello, Podge.
mini condensers. Yeah, that's why they pick up the music. That's why they need
it's raining then. Yellow has a CD. Go on, my man. We will send you a Weird Monkey CD out as soon as possible. Thank you so much for the coffee. Honestly, you think it's like torture?
Torture them with your Buy Me a Coffee page.
I'm going to. So that's 2 Weird Monkey CDs that have been snapped up. Let's see if a third can be got. And again, all you have to do is buy me a coffee. I think it's a 5, but I thought it was £3, so I do apologise about that. But that will cover postage as well, so we're all good. There are.
What do they give you of that?
They don't take too much. I don't know quite what they take. I'm not, honestly, I haven't even, like. Yeah, I need my patron as well. I need to get the cash out of that. Anyway, this is John Alchemy. When we shut up and you can hear the tracks. And apparently all of this is just coming from the Volca drum, which is really brave, right? Surely not, though. You've got the tracker running here doing something. Yeah, Volca drum only. Apparently, I really?
Bass noises.
I'm guessing it does. Is he triggering it from this? John, are you on? What's going on here? Jay says, Wolf proper sexy this, my kind of groove, I agree.
Hi Jane.
Jane? Who's Jane?
Jane is Benjamin's 80-plus-year-old neighbour.
Oh, okay.
She's here being subjected to the Clown Army and URL.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see that.
Hello, Jane.
Hi, Jane. Tim's hiding, look.
You gonna say hi?
Oh, sorry. I was listening to music.
There we are. There we go. We can see Tim now.
Occasionally.
Sorry, guys. I was listening to music.
On a music show, what's wrong with you? EML says, everything this man does is incredible. But how good are his blowjobs? Again, I don't believe this is all coming from the Volca drum unless he's sequencing it from the thingy here. Which may be happening. John, are you on? I'm sure you're on. Just the Volca drums. So what's the poly-end doing in this then? Ask Jane. Which one are we talking? We're talking the dancer? Yeah.
That's well.
So
I want to dance like that.
don't we all? So what we're saying is we like the visuals in this track.
Too much drugs.
For what it is, it's pretty good, mate, but it's like you need some mids or filters that open up and close down a little bit more, maybe that. But for what it is, it sounds.
Yeah, I think what John's doing here is He's combating my hatred for Volkers. And he's just going to put in tracks that just contain Volkers, just to go like, haha, see, you can do good music on them. But I agree with you completely. It's great for what it is. It's never gonna a main dance floor at like 3 in the morning. Well, it depends on what club you're at, I guess. But like for me, it's never gonna rock a dance floor at 3 in the morning. Just the Volker drums, 6-channel mode, MIDI'd from the poly end. Okay, so you're triggering it from the poly end. Oh my god, it's 7 minutes long, John. Long John.
Imagine that, but backed up with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, backed up with a bunch of other stuff. You're good.
It's got some fun to it.
Yep, that's John for you, though. Says Psy under 7 is not Psy. Would you call that Psytrance? No, Lindsay wouldn't call it Psytrance. If Lindsay doesn't call it Psytrance, it's not. Even Kylie said no. Maybe. Right, okay, we got Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not my kind of thing, but for one little box.
Yeah, for one little
for
box.
A Volker drum.
Yeah, right. And we bash the Volkers here all the time. I don't know where to mark it. Like you said, it's just right for what it is. But I don't think it's going to rock.
It's a good bass and rhythm start to a completed track.
Yeah. Mic a little closer.
So it's a good bass and rhythm part to a completed track. But
yes.
You need to get either vocal or mid-stab or something else in there.
Yeah, just something to beef it up a little bit. Yeah. It's great for one box. So like maybe I should give you like an 8 because it was done on the one box. But yeah, see, Jay says 10, very, very good. And Grey One gives it an 8. Morgan Junior gives it an 8.5, exactly right. So a one box sequenced and opened up by the poly end. Yeah, I'll give you an 8. 7 minutes is a bit long though, John. Okay. Believe
real quick.
Don't they just? There's 10 tracks left, so if we rattle through them, we might get done in an hour.
Climate change
hasn't
won.
Me. No. URL gets long these days. I know, right? Again, don't expect you to stay right till the end, Jim. Ron, in answer to your question, yes, we did play your track earlier. Okay, Spirit Baba, Mind Eater.
That's Lindsay straight off. She was sprawled out then and she's just shot up right.
It's very Mars the Wolf-esque. A little slower. Very Mars the Wolf-esque. EML says 8.8 for the John Alchemy track. The Light gave it 7 Volkers, and Ron gave it 2 things. It's really well done. It's just kind of relying on very simple elements at the moment though. It needs to get a little bit more. I believe so. Is very clean, and that's one of the things that Spirit Bab has suffered with in the past is muddy tracks. It's got very quiet in volume though. Weird. And now it's too loud. Squirrels that are killing it. Fanatic Soul Slides and says fucking deep. Yeah, it's not bad. Point two's in the building, how's it going? I believe. Says big up to TSA in the stewed. What's stewed? STEEWD in studio. I get it now.
Easy guess.
Just shake my head sometimes.
I know, right? Pleasure. It's a shame you didn't get her a little earlier. Wow, really? I agree with you. So yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 8. Nice track, like I say, a little bit transy, not really my tang, but
yeah,
it worked.
Still quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Tim?
Yeah, really interesting. Maybe disjointed a little bit in the middle. A little bit.
See, I quite like that.
Yeah,
disjointed
okay.
switch up, yeah.
It was disjointed, but
it was, yeah. Could have done with a breakdown to separate
it up,
maybe.
So I'm just saying what I hear rather than whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah,
It just sounded a little bit disjointed to me.
It's going down well.
Hey, but the engineering and the overall sound on it's are brilliant, and the spooky sounds are really interesting. They keep you interested all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one from Spirit Pub. Like I say, he used to have a lot of mud in his mixes. Now he's kind of sorted that out, and like I say, his tracks are sounding really, really nice. No, not at all.
Good.
Yeah. Tell me that was that one. Okay, no. Jesus Christ. Tell me what to think of that one. We are 2.5 hours into the show, so yeah. Literally, all I can hear is wanna be. Literally. I wanna be. So, we old punk fans?
Not so much, no. No, I quite like punk gigs because I like people, I like the social atmosphere, and
yeah, I agree.
They stand for the same things I do when the same things that techno nights do. It's like, yeah.
Or should do.
Best people.
Yeah.
Always listen to the nastiest music.
Too true. The light says good raw punching us. That I usually like Social Drugs record. That was not my favourite of those. Tim?
I don't really know anything about punk at all. What I would say was the bass on it was nice. The bass was coming through quite nice, and quite often on punk it's lost completely.
Yeah. There's no definition on anything.
Bottom ends, and that was quite nice.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Bass.
Puking and peeing at the same time.
Yeah, no fun. So 10 mil gave it a 7. The light gave it a 7. I think that might be where I agree on that one as well. What did the engineer say? 7 from me. With the right mix, it would definitely be an 8. Absolutely. 10 mil says Sex Pistols for sure. Has Morgan just joined us or something? Morgan, are you late?
It's been in a while.
That's what I thought. Somebody says hi, Morgan. Who's? Confusion reigns. Damn, where were we? There. DJ Jones.
The Mothman. Oh, we haven't had a Smooth FM moment yet.
A Smooth FM?
Yeah. I almost did it then, didn't I? The Mothman.
EML Science agrees with the engineer, says 7 for me, good mix line would work.
Very sharp.
Crisp, clean as always. I much prefer the newer direction that he's going in over the past couple of weeks though. A little bit darker, harder. This is heart, massively. I guess this is where his heart is, you know, in this kind of stuff, and it's fun to explore different genres. Oh, hello. All of his stuff is absolutely clean as fuck, though. I'm gonna attempt to take my shirt off.
Please don't like
650 tracks. 650 tracks. That is outrageous.
That equates to an awful lot of time in the studio and an awful lot of time just getting your own sound system.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got this sound off to a fucking T. Oh my god. A bit slow for me. I was going to call you John then. That's not your name.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of this trancey sort of stuff as well. It's really not my sort of thing. Housey, trancey.
Oh, you should have heard the Paul Genus track the other week. Fuck hell. It was literally I'd be for ready. And he did warn us. He was like 1 in 125 cheesy nonsense here. Ah. Oh.
Vince Clarke sounds. Yeah, it's proper Vince Clarke sound to this.
How many more tracks are there today? I think there's 7, Corey. 2, 3, 4, 5.
You all get 45 seconds each.
2 people have put in this evening whilst we've been live, but that is illegal, so I'm enforcing that fucking rule this evening.
Yeah, that's straight. He's got old farts in the studio. You can't be doing 4-hour shows, man.
Actually, there's nearly 150 years between the 3 of us here.
Oh, what a charming thought.
There's well over 150 years when me, Dog Ace and Warren get together.
Warren hasn't got on me, has he?
Yeah, how old are you?
51.
I think he's around that age.
I thought he was a year younger for some reason, but yeah.
Oh, might be. Jay's giving it a 9, Tom Bill gives it a 10.
Of course, it might be with Warren that he just got lucky and got blonde hair, so he hasn't gone as grey as me. It makes me think he's younger than me.
Tonight, 12,000 wants a link. I will tell you what I tell everybody else in the fucking... Who keeps asking for links. Please, find the fucking thread. Go find the thread. Don't make this into a rant. Go find the thread. The thread lives over here. It looks like this. And then you find the track that you want and you go and tell the person it's just this one here. It's even got a red link and it says DJ Jones and everything as well.
Go to his Bandcamp.
Yeah, go to his Bandcamp. He's got fucking... That's what it is. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim.
It is that simple.
Oh,
and
we got a smooth
got Bandcamps, go and fucking make one.
Somebody I was talking to today, I was like, have you got a Bandcamp? They're like, no, I haven't. I'm like, we'll get one.
Go to my Bandcamp and buy all of it.
Go to my Bandcamp, there's fuck all there, I wouldn't bother.
Mine's getting good and it's going to get better by the end of this year.
Good. Do you have a Bandcamp, Tim?
Don't know.
You should definitely invest in one, my man. Honestly, you got fucking shitloads of tracks by now, haven't you? You've done like 9 Clownfest or something like that?
Yeah, I think I've got a Bandcamp for an old techno.
Revamp that, man. Revamp that. Get some,
techno
honestly.
Stuff I used to do.
I know there are
15 years
people
ago.
out there that would give you £1 for the same for your drum and bass.
Oh, that was good. I really like that wobbly lead pad sound, and I really like the electro drums.
Yeah, anything that DJ Jones puts in is just absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, regardless of what style or genre he's looking to hit, you know. So yeah, this is a personal preference for me. I'm going to give you Licking an 8. It should probably get over an 8, but it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit trancey. So
Yeah,
good work
it.
as always. Not my kind of thing, but
exactly what Jim says.
I'd listen to it, definitely.
But he's another one of those. He does what he wants to do, and that's exactly the way it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, not yeah, the last couple of tracks he's been putting in have been really weird styled, like not his usual stuff, and it's really nice to see. Okay, so Fnatic 12,000. This is unlisted, so... Oh, this is from the upcoming EP that he's done with Eric, am I correct? Oh, hello. Reminds me I should push that as well. Oh, apparently no, this is an old tune. Oh. Well, that's depressing. I'm not so keen on the snare.
I've been trying to think what that's the snare from. What uses the same snare as that? It's a very Kraftwerk snare, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, this sounds old and dodgy.
Yeah.
Your snare is shitty.
He said it.
Engineer says it started good, but the bass doesn't fit well.
I need 6.
Oh, right. I had trouble linking the words you just said together to anything, and then I realised it was where the snare came from. Yeah, I don't rate the 606. Anybody else? You got a 606? No, I don't rate it.
I had access to one for a while, and I don't think we used it very much. We used the 808 for the claps and the cymbals and hats. Remember that much. I never did like the kick on it. I've never used toms on it. I don't think.
I haven't used toms in a track ever.
I don't think I ever have. I don't use crash cymbals anymore. I don't know. A long time.
Oh my god, Pierrot says the 606 is maybe my favourite drum machine. Really? Who said that? Get over here.
I can't remember what it was we used it for. I don't know if it was more hi-hats, just because we didn't particularly like the 909 hi-hats.
That's okay, it rolls along nicely. Deserving of an 8 maybe, just not knowing no drama in there.
Actually, we borrowed a 909 and we didn't like anything about it. Honestly, we didn't.
I'm not surprised, I think the cowbell sounds donkey as fuck.
Just all of it. Just the kick doesn't have any
weak.
bottom in it. It's like, yeah, the snare's quite nice.
That's right.
Yeah,
Sharp.
it's alright. It's good for dubstep, funnily enough.
I like the rhythmic hats. The rhythmic hats were quite nice, and the stab synth sound was quite nice.
Yeah, it was good. Like I say, whenever Stefan puts anything in, honestly, it was really nice electro. The fact that this is a couple of years ago, you can kind of tell his style's moved on like a hell of a lot since that. So yeah, I'm going to give it licking an 8. I think nice. Just no surprises in there. Really, just rolled along nicely.
Yeah,
did what it
bit of a
needed to do.
roller.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
the light just literally said the same as you.
Tits.
Matt just said exactly the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice 8 there. Went along easily.
Yeah. Oh. No. Matt. Oh, wait, okay. I've done it wrong. That's all right. It's my fault this time, not yours. I'll get there in a minute.
You got to get both.
No, not that first bit.
You got to get the H.
Yep. There we go.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound.
Not from you.
Get the safest music subscription for content.
Epidemic Sound. What a great name for a... Anyway. Right, so Matt was crying the other day. This has got no likes, no views, rah rah rah, and he's a. So anyway, so if you could all pop over to his channel.
Who is it?
Call him a massive flange, Matt Dobbs Light. Lovely bloke.
You got me thinking.
You sound like fucking David Bowie in Labyrinth here.
Now it's sinking, got me drinking. For the pain to numb. My legs weak, my arms heavy, grasping onto something just to keep me steady.
How good is this guy? It's not your thing, right? But how good is this guy?
I'm sick and tired of being something that I ain't.
Sickening.
To make the changes, get rid of the weight that occupies the spaces. Free myself from all of these ideas that you won't be hearing. That's my greatest fear.
Kind of System Mercy's vibe, yeah, I'll agree with that as well, Todd.
That's my greatest fear. That's my greatest fear. That's my greatest fear. That you won't be hearing. That's my greatest fear. But if you take the time, you'll see that I'm in my prime.
It's just fucking, honestly, it's next level shit. Matt, get an album together and I'll showcase it.
Look at me in the eyes and tell me we are history. We could have had it all, but we walked before we could crawl. I will be there forever now to catch you if you fall. After all that we've been through, we strained every sinew. Nothing can stop us now, no matter what we get into. What we get into.
Who did the video, Matt?
When I close my eyes,
because it's almost professional, mate.
all I see is your face.
Do you know? Do you pay money for this? Or are you just robbing things off of fucking stock image sites? What's going on here?
You'll see that I'm in my prime and realize that we are deep inside your conscious mind. And you have to just agree that you were meant for me. Look at me in the eyes and tell me.
Matt, you even on? If not, we'll pass you some more. No, he is on. Apparently you did the video. So what is it? Stolen stock images or what?
We strained every sinew. Nothing can stop us now, no matter what we get into. What we get into.
Engineer says the stock videos are killing it for me, unfortunately. Like, in places it looks like it's professional and somebody paid for it, you know. In other places, it looks like Matt did it in his basement whilst cry wanking.
When I close my eyes.
Yeah, John, Track of the Night, but for very different reasons, mate. Very, very different reasons.
Let's find those good times.
Grey One says too many words. Well,
Good times.
Grey One, too many words.
Good times.
Somebody say something bad about that track, I dare you.
I'm waiting for someone to. Samuel says track of the night and month.
Yeah, well, that's Matt Dobbs, and unfortunately doesn't put in as regularly as he should do. If he did, we'd have a track of the night last
Sounds
time.
like it takes him quite a long time to make them.
Oh, what, they're good.
Yeah,
they're
that's
good.
what I'm saying. They sound like they've had a lot of care
I bet
attention
not. I
paid
bet
to
he's
them.
fucking just slapped that together in about an hour. You know, I bet the video took fucking longer. Tim, your thoughts on the track?
No, I'm not good enough to comment on that.
Really? Oh my god!
The track's way too good. And yeah, my opinion don't matter on something that good.
Oh mate, that's a beautiful answer on that one as well. Again, you know, there's nothing bad you can say about that track, right? Like at all, like anything.
It's not my sort of thing, but I mean,
No.
fucking hell.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Did you record the vocals yourself? I take it.
Yeah,
Everything like
Yeah, he was at the Clown Jewels
sounded
gig
lovely.
the other week. And yeah, just him and a bassist, the Lightworm, and when he wasn't playing bass, he was playing keyboard, and it just the whole thing just fitted absolutely perfect. It sounded so fucking good. Honestly, Matt, track of the night, mate. Oh, it's on YouTube, mate.
Wicked.
So yeah, Matt Dobbs.
Here we go again. Just gotta go and spit this out.
Anyway, Matt, great track, mate. Keep it coming. Yeah.
And he knows I didn't mean any of that anyway.
Okay, so we got a Morgan Juniper track coming up. 175 BPM. Get in. Doesn't sound like 175 BPM right now, mate.
Yeah, it does.
Leroy Marsh says, the light, this you? Yes, it is. Fucking A. I put a link up in there, but like I say, find this thread, you can find all those people, and you can,
I like Morgan's stuff. So random.
So random.
Always has something to it, though.
Quirk.
Character.
Well, yeah, if you want to put it that way. It's gone all techie.
After party music.
And Morgan says, and now you have to suffer my crap after that. This one's very experimental. Morgan.
I like this.
But you're quirky as fuck, so it's acceptable. John Alchemy says, sounds like clean, actionless, loveless. I'll give you that.
Because I did that really wonky track earlier.
Yeah,
I really like that one. That was that your drum and bass tune and
live for me tonight
and Callum's tune.
Yeah. You've got a better memory than I have, Jim.
I've been trying to hang on to them tonight. Make a change, you know. If I can get to the show and actually remember a couple of tracks, I'm quite pleased with myself. You should all come and try this. It's really difficult.
You got a treat coming up next. This is going to be another track of the night.
Who we got?
Garbage Snare.
Right, I don't know Garbage Snare.
Petrol Horse.
Oh, right.
Danny Carnage.
Who is this?
This is Morgan at the moment.
Juniper. Jukina. But yeah, I've got a definite speech impediment going, guys.
Yeah, Jay, I agree with that. Sounds like Pac-Man on ketamine.
That's probably why I like it.
It's too quirky for me.
Looks away guiltily. There's no such thing as too quirky. Jeez. If you want quirky, you've got like Aphex Twin and...
Yeah, I can. Really? Yeah, I can.
Bucephalus Belt Symbol?
Who?
It's one of my favourite Aphex Twin tracks.
Can't say I've heard it. I probably have. I know people
Just the sound of a ball bearing being dropped on a steel surface.
For how long?
About 6.5 minutes of beauty and sort of kicking the notes.
I can't know. Oh, we're done.
I like that, mate.
Go on, Tim.
Not my sort of thing, really.
Yeah, I know, right?
A little bit, kind of too over the place.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. I'm with you entirely on that one. It's just hard to mark, so I had to give it a score. Thankfully, you guys aren't.
Sympathic, good stuff. The light and Morgan Juniper. I had to step away. See, that's it. I do like a good dance floor clearer.
Literally. I don't want to mark that, Morgan, because it would be the lowest score I've ever given you, and I feel that that's mean as fuck. So I'm not going to mark that one. It was just too quirky for me, mate. And you know, some people are liking it in the chat group and stuff, but for me, that was just way.
It's gonna be a Marmite one, isn't it?
Yeah, either you're gonna like it.
Nothing wrong with Marmite.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so like I say, you're in for a treat next, and I think this is my next digital purchase. So let's go. Oh, what's this side? Anyway, this is garbage snare and ray acid, is it? Yeah, garbage snare and acid ray. Redeeming itself then. Yeah, hands like this is going to be my next buy.
The engineering on some of these tracks.
Oh yeah, they're just insanely good, aren't they? But like apparently Danny and Ben have been writing for like a long fucking time. I didn't even realise. Like Petrol Bastard are
Stripped by AP.
Oh really?
Yeah. Busy man. Yeah, well, Herb, can Jim sign my CD? Which one's his?
Pick one and... It's not that one, is it? Actually, that's not bad. Oh, Maudio. Oh, brilliant. We've done... Who else? Somebody else did as well. Yellow and Maudio have. I thought there was three gone. Anyway. Four. Anyway, yeah. Let's get your pen, Jim. It's over there. No, it's not.
It's stretch time.
Must be a permanent marker.
Yeah, I had one. Can you fill in the side pockets on that?
Yeah, stretch for all these old farts, especially this
Other
one.
side, maybe? It was around. I will get Jim to sign that, I promise you. It will be a permanent marker, and I will get that done.
They're all written all over by me, and the Weird Monkey ones are all my artwork and shit anyway.
But I will definitely get him to sign it, don't worry.
So look, that one's already signed. That one's already signed, and I don't even know what's on it. It could be anything, literally. You know, like Jimmy Scavenger and Weird Monkey used to be totally interchangeable, so that could literally be anything. All I know is it's not mixed, it says that in big letters. But
which means you can mix them yourself. Yeah, my leg is pretty much seized up.
you have the added bonus of the, like they're 20 odd years old, so, or 20 years old or something stupid, and they've been sat in a dusty box. So they may not play for like 8 years. Yeah, so you've got the added bonus of the lottery of do they actually work? So you want that one then, Yelhub?
Hey, Richard Lambert's made it into the building. Oi, oi. For like the last 3 tracks.
Better late than never.
prostitute. All the right bits in all the right places. Yeah, you have a point.
Charming as ever.
Charming as ever.
Yeah, okay, that's the Elhams then.
Written in his own hand.
Yeah.
Own hand.
With tracks spelled with an X, I'm ashamed of myself.
You're young, Tim. You're young. You needed the money, it's okay. We'll pick it one. We understand. Fast, is it? 45. Yeah, you're exactly right. I'll speed up to 160 or 170.
Skinny as fuck.
Yep.
No bass whatsoever.
Yep.
Throat bass. That's what his sets are like. You know?
Start writing tracks at 170 BPM and I won't have to do that.
Yeah, but then they'll sound really subby and weighty compared to all your other stuff. You won't be able to mix with them until people have written a little bit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
170 BPM to no please.
My God. Album 155, 160 album.
Okay.
I thought that.
I wasn't aware. Point me at it, Jim. Point me at it.
Jimmy Scavenger.bandcamp.com /
Name of the album.
Yeah, names, man, names. They fucking suck. Why'd you have to name things?
Solid 9 for that one. Solid 9. It
Banging.
literally was kick drum, hi-hats, acid line. That's what we all like.
It's what you like.
That's what we all like. Tim?
Yeah, everything sat in the right place and it progressed along really well. It's a good trend.
Yep.
Fast to it, definitely.
I'd buy it. I'd 100% buy it. All right. Next up. Oh, don't forget Horsefest. We are right at the end of the show, Danny, so I am flagging at the moment. Don't forget Horsefest, 27th of August, I believe. I will post some information on that very soon.
This is Horsefest.
Horsefest, yes. Danny's petrol horses fest.
We're finally going to see you in that pony suit.
Yeah, Tim has been trying to get me in a pony suit for like the longest amount of time. Big leather fucking hooves and, you know, the horsehair thing and everything. I'm like, man, that's going to cost like 200 quid just for the outfit. I'm probably going to get like 25 quid for the gig, you know. As soon as I start getting paid a little bit more, then no problem. But at the moment, possibly not. Okay, DJ Exile, the harder style. Exile the harder styles. And he thought this stuff wasn't going to go down very well at the URL. I'm like, are you bonkers? I believe we are 2 tracks from the end. I know, right? Actually finished before I thought we were going to finish, so that's not bad.
I think coming on this show should come with a fucking government health warning.
I agree. Yeah, I 100% absolutely agree.
Is my mic dying? No, I just didn't have it close enough.
Yeah, you don't like moving your bikes.
Because it's bloody annoying.
It really is.
Let's go.
Hard style.
Carly's liking it. That's the first time Carly's made any noise for the past hour. Huh? We hope that Carly's been taking pictures of this evening, and that they've been awesome pictures, and that we'll show you them to you tomorrow.
So who's this?
DJ Exile.
Who is
Devon Norton.
Right, Devon, have you heard of Nutty Tracks?
Actually, he's just been picked up by a drum and bass label as well in the UK.
Right.
Yeah.
for your hardstyle stuff, I'd suggest maybe contacting James at Dirty Tracks and sending him this. It sounds like right up his alley. And he's a top bloke as well.
Bob says this is a little grinding reverb. You can hear that? Reverb?
That's hardstyle.
Yeah, I can't pull the reverb out of that.
Can you not?
No.
Yeah, loads of it.
That's what makes it sound like it's...
Yeah, that's what makes it sound huge. Okay. Nice trick is to duck your reverb separately from the sound underneath your kicks. Because what you can do is duck the reverb slightly less and it just adds to that impression.
Yes, this is O-Track Radio, I believe.
It's doing it now, live in front here.
Yeah, on a 707 and a 101. Oh, those are a touch loud.
Yeah, he caught it, but he is doing this live.
Back, yeah. Jay says sounds too stepped. Define stepped. Jerry says sounds sick for hardware. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good to see you on the show, by the way, George. Come into the studio, please, on a Tuesday. Everyone gives it a 9.9. Oh, it sounds too two-step. Okay. It's hardstyle. I believe this is what Carly would call techno.
No? For a...
No? Too slow? Yeah. Yeah, but I think I'm going to join you with an 8.5 on that one. I think that's being a little bit mean. Maybe I'll give it an 808. Yes, cheerio, do it, mate. Some proper noodles. Yeah, Tom says the same thing. Verb side is touch muddy.
Yeah, he needs to be ducking that a little bit.
Todd says, enjoying some moments, but not holding my interest the entire time.
Another little interesting tip for verbs, getting them not to drown other stuff in your mix, is to use a high pass filter on the way in. So don't just go out on a send to a reverb and you don't use EQ to cut it out. Don't hit it with that low end and your reverb will come out a lot clearer. Yeah. It's called the Abbey Road reverb trick. But it is actually a fucking time saver if you want to drown stuff in reverb, and like I say, having your reverb coming back into its own channel so that you can then duck it under any ducking compression you're using a little bit.
Yellow's off, thank you very much for joining us. You have been watching us for about 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Sound, so it doesn't bleed over the original sound quite so much.
The show, or this tune,
finished.
yeah, 5 minutes. Go on. Feels like you got something to say.
I don't know. I weren't following it at all. I was wondering if it was going to kick on or something. I just wasn't following that at all. It's not I dislike it. It's just not. I guess it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. It's very hard style.
That was very like old school hard style.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see a bit more pace to it, and maybe a tiny touch more to structure. I guess.
I thought for a little live jam like that, I thought the structure was actually pretty good. I was expecting it to be a lot. I weren't expecting those big breakdowns and the actual pauses, and then.
Okay.
You know, a little break and then coming back in and all that sort of stuff's quite. You know, it's not
for live. It's really really good.
It's really quite hard to do all that. You know?
And the 101 has only got 4 tracks on it as well, so it's super limiting. It looks like he was only using 2 tracks over here as well.
Yeah.
I bet he was just using this for kicks. Overall, I'm going to give it an 808. Hardstyle's not really my thing. It's a bit slow and ploddy.
I think it was okay, but then when that real hard, harsh noise came in too loud, I lost it from that point on. Up until that point, it had me.
Yeah, I agree. And it did that a few times throughout the track as well.
Yeah.
So, just tame it in a little bit in the mix. I think you did that on purpose, though. So I'm still going to give you an 808 on it. But yeah, all good advice. Where are we? We are there. Penultimate track, people! You shouldn't get that excited, right? Who this? Oh, Synth Addict. Okay. He's even named it as well. Oh, my first entry. Woohoo! Yes, you are indeed a regular on the Hardware Jams Challenge sheet. Let's see what you can do here. Anyone ever used one?
No,
Machine?
I've looked at them. They do look interesting, like.
Door in a box again.
Yeah, basically.
Actioner says that loud harsh noise is hardstyle, and it wasn't enough of it. You know,
And this is why it's opinionated.
Yeah, exactly right. It means absolutely nothing.
It's not my style, so
yeah, It's hard to mark something that's not your style. It's like Faddy's track
I
earlier.
sound like I'm being negative. I'm not.
No. Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah, like Faddy's track earlier was absolutely beautiful, but it just didn't appeal to me because I'm not into that kind of thing, you know.
Makes it hard to stay tuned in, doesn't it, when it's not your thing?
It really, really does. Vincent?
I use the Weird Monkey outlet to have genre battles with myself.
This is Synth Addict. Oh, the machine is NI, isn't it?
Yeah, Native Instruments machine.
Like the organic drums. He's actually tapping them in.
Lovely rhythms. I love clippy-cloppy noises. I'm into them at the minute. Use them at the beginning of synths and stuff to make the attack even harder and all sorts of stuff. Got a little library of them, all different parts of cars being tapped with different objects and spanners being dropped, all sorts of stuff. Every sort of impact sound you can think of just to take that attack off it and use it on other things. Kicks, snares, whatever. It's just literally anything, you know. Layering is, I prefer using concrete a lot of the time. I like synths and stuff, but I do like working with real raw audio. It's just something about it. It's fun.
Sub, doesn't it? It's not great.
What would be nice is now the stands, you can get those speakers.
Is that what they are?
Yes. They're wicked easy to put up, 4 raw plugs, 4 screws.
Just need a drill man enough for the job.
I'll come over with one of you, got one.
We've got a couple, but whether they're working on those is a different matter. Moody little jam. Bob, great, says some parts are a bit dry, otherwise cool tune, very clean sounding. That's Airhead, you've joined us for the last track, or penultimate track.
Very different from the way that I saw like James Ginger Twin uses
his machine.
Yeah, just as part of a chain of stuff.
I like this bit.
He uses it as the brain.
says, could be a soundtrack but feels more like a demo, no rant. I get where you're coming from there, mate. It's a safe track.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome, Asio Head. And yeah, George says, John Carpenter vibe. Absolutely. I'm going to give it licking an 8. All good fun, says Synth Addict, and thank you very much. Tim?
Yeah.
I think all this, it was really good when he simplified it, and the finger drumming was brilliant. The only bit was when everything was all in at once. It was just a little bit overcrowded. But apart from that, when it was simplified, it's really good.
Yeah. No, I agree there. That was good advice. EML Sign says 9 for me on this one. Right, we have reached the last track of the show, and. Yes! And this is another first entry, and this is from Todd. And Todd found us about 4 weeks ago.
And Todd.
And this is it. And I believe he's on right now as well. So he's called it Electronic. So please welcome Todd, and let's see what he's got. Electro-ish. Are you looking through pictures you've just taken? If so, those are not encouraging noises. Feels a bit housey now.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be housey at the start.
Synthetic says, appreciate the feedback, thank you. Inky the Cat's with us as well. Says, nice jam, Andy. I'm guessing that Synth Addict is called Andy.
Hello, Inky.
Off, I don't blame you. You managed to get through to the last track. Thanks for the feedback. Everyone enjoyed the show, no problem. Yeah, apparently Inky's just tuned in and says maybe for the last track. That original bass noise wah, 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 is getting a bit relentless.
Yeah.
I think he could just mistook you for Oliver.
Yeah. He's aged badly.
Well, he has, but...
Not saying it's because I've aged well. It's for sure. Perhaps your camera's really bad quality.
That same Mark just mentioned, change his timing. COVID, get out! Leper! Is it? Yeah, Bob wants to see a 303. I'm not sure it's coming. Wow. Grey One says, gonna say favourite track of the night for me. Really like the progression of the chords. It went out and Biscuits come back again. G says nice show, folks. See you next week. Yes, you will. Next week is the Alan Kent special.
Oi oi.
Yes, a nice short show, thank God. Engineer says it started out good, got weak, now it's better. I give it an 8.
Give it an 8?
Give it an 8, yeah.
Oh, let's get start moving.
Bob says, oh, that sound is pegging for a 303. Oh, not a fade out.
Yeah, a fade out.
Yeah, my fade out.
Have one.
Last track of the evening. Don't fade tracks. It just seems like you didn't care. Like, just anyway. Other than that, I'm going to give you an 8.5 on that one. The bass line got a little bit annoying for me at some points, but you did bring it back out again. It was a lovely track. The noises were lovely the whole way through. Progression was nice.
Yeah, add some very subtle changes to the arpeggios and stuff just to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
And maybe bring that vocal in earlier, like somebody said. You've got a banging track. I think it's a really nice feel to it.
Yeah, beautifully crafted. Like beautifully crafted. Jim?
Detail changes.
Yes.
Breaks at the don't like do them the same every 16 like variation.
Yeah.
Any little tricks you can put in there, even if it's just missing a beat out.
Yeah.
And slight changes. You don't have to really like completely rebuild your track every 16 bars.
No.
You have to have some idea of where you're going and how you're coming back. So if you haven't got much to work with, a good way to do that is to just sort of bring in a few notes at a time of a riff.
Yeah.
You don't have to bring the
whole thing in.
Yeah,
no, I agree with this. I agree with this. I do that with the 303 lines. Just
play with all
note.
your parts and think about how you can bring them in and out
2
without
seconds.
just slamming them on and off or filtering them in and filtering them back out again. Because
okay, so somebody said there, cool show, thank you. Finally went from lurker to contributor. Thank you very much, my man. But Todd himself says, I appreciate the feedback all. Thank you so much. Right, we have come to the end of the show. I want to thank all the people that have watched. Yeah, right, tell me about it. I want to thank all the people that have watched, liked and commented this evening. If you smashed that like button, you are an absolute star. If you shared the stream, I love you even more. I want to thank Tim so very much for coming a long way to do this evening. No problem, Tim. Honestly, come back again. We went to a skate park and I fucked my leg completely. So yeah, and Jim, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day.
Absolutely, my pleasure as always.
Thank you so much. Carly, thank you for sitting over there and making encouraging noises once or twice. It was lovely of you. Oh yeah, you took some pictures, didn't you? Yeah, yes, you did that. You definitely did that. You probably took some pictures of me hurting my leg as well. Ah, mean. I want to thank Lindsay for taking the time out of her day to come and do this as well. Right, we are off right now because I think everybody is absolutely 100% shattered. Yeah, we are literally brain dead. Another 7 hours of music over the past 2 weeks. And yeah, join me next week for the Alan Kent special. I'm going to leave you with the outro. And yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, my co-hosts and everybody. Catch you later.
Later, y'all.
Bye.